Game over.
Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck is fucking? How are you so fucking fuck? Fuck! Game over, man. Game over.
Wait a minute. There's things here. There's trees. There's rocks. There's buds. There's swamps. Come on. We'll bless them all until we get verschnicken. Join me. Why did somebody tell me my ass was so big?
He's an asshole, sir.
I know that. What's his name?
That is the thing, sir. Asshole. Major asshole.
Try to relax your anus.
Welcome, everybody. Riding Dirty Llama saying we are ready for another really big shoe. If I'm honest, the shoes are a modest size. I wouldn't say big. Sizable. You know what? They're good. They're you're not disappointed with my shoe size. Oh God. You don't put on makeup for one day. I've been telling myself that yeah, I'm really bad with makeup. That's a horrible thing. But I've been doing well enough to conceal this road bump for a while, and now that I've done nothing to it, oh boy. Shucks be howdy, does that look rough. All right, I need to boost my mic just a touch. There we go. I should probably move that closer to me. But before I do, I need to clear my controllers off of the side here. And yes, thank you. And let Saint Caesar pop one off. Because that's what we do in the start of the show. People filter in, some of their bowels filter out. Oh, we just lost somebody. I hope that was a shoe equals show. I'm assuming so. But we ain't ready for another really big shoe is an awfully interesting comment in and of itself. All right, a little bit of Mio for the water. Help me get some energy. I did not get a lot of sleep last night. I apologize. It was not by any fault of my own. Things... Well, hello there, Obi-Wan voice. Who, me? Saint Caesar saying, thanks, I will pop one off. Glad I've got your permission to fart. Sir, permission to flatulate. Oh, no. Don't start that as a thing. I should make that as my next sticker that I make. Sir, permission to flatulate. Just a big old fart noise. I am having a contact lens getting cloudy all of a sudden. These babies are probably reaching the end of the road. Or Or alternatively, I was wearing them way too long last night and maybe shouldn't have them back in again. Both are possible. My baby just farted. Thanks. You're welcome, Fallen the Great. Glad to help. Glad to help. That's what we do here. I am sorry I am so dog shit and falling apart right at the start of the show. Like I said, difficulty sleeping and that is aggressive. All right, there we go. So difficulty sleeping, and it's all somebody said a guy was doing a show around here. Rex Dart, that's right. There is a guy doing a show. I'm rumored to be a guy, and I'm definitely doing a show. No problem, Johnny's still more coherent than Aaron today. I didn't watch Aaron, so no idea what any of that's about. But I do have a bunch of things to get into, and I'm proud to say yesterday was a really great funding day. We managed to move forward one day. We're on to the 27th. I'm pretty sure that was the day forward, right? I'll have to completely double check that. But yes, we're on to the 27th with $30 in the goal, so hooray for that. Does that fix it? All right, hooray. I guess we now know what my daughter was so fascinated with by my desk yesterday. She loosened the power cord, so the safety screw that holds it in. I like to see a gray hair. Yeah, grayish, graying, grayna. Oh, what? Oh, I have an incredibly cramped living space here. So, when I hang out with my lovely little 5-year-old, what I do is, I air out the room and I Febreze it and stuff. And then we hang out on the other side of, of the computer and the desk and everything. There's like seating and a TV and things. It's like a real living room. And, yeah, she'll sit up and she'll look at the back, at the desk, at the computer and stuff. And she'll look at the Rodecaster. She loves pushing the power button on the Rodecaster. That part I know. I know she loves pushing the power button because then it lights up and she can hit all the little touch pads. So that's obviously a thing. But the fiddling with the security screw that keeps the power cord locked into the back, that one's new. And that's right next to, in her defense, it is right next to the power button. So for a small child who loves to fidget, don't let her hear the sounds. Oh, on this one? No. The touchpad's safe for the kid. The touchpad is deliberately safe for the kid. You want to know what she can play with? These are the sound drops she knows of. She likes that one. But that's Daddy's favorite color. That's red. This one is also, she doesn't mind. That's orange. Green's her favorite color, which sucks because this is green. Then we have yellow, blue, darker blue, purple, and pink. So that's all she knows. That is all she knows. Just dup, 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 dup. So it's not Yeti full of water meeting Roadcaster. It's 5-year-old curious daughter meeting Roadcaster. Right. 5-year-old curious daughter. Thank you, Riding Dirty Llama. 5-year-old curious daughter meeting Roadcaster. And as it turns out, that is in some ways more damaging to the Roadcaster in the exact second, but more survivable as a whole. Because like I said, she didn't actually do anything. She didn't unplug a cable or anything like that. She just played with the screw that you tighten to keep the power cable locked in. She just loosened it all the way. She didn't know what she was doing. It was just fun to spin it. And then I pulled it too far, and boop, there goes the power. All right, live chat. There we go. We've got all our chats up. We've got all our stories up, so we're mostly just letting people filter in. But it's a Friday, so I don't know how much filtering in we need to do. We'll find out. That and more answered on this Bat channel. But in our first hour, we have a bunch of fun stuff to talk about. So we'll have to get going with that pretty soon here. Number one thing that we're going to be getting into on the first hour that I'm excited for is there's a school, and they had a really big idea about what to do with their fifth graders. Playing with power cords are a definite no-no. Well, it's not like a power cord. It's not like a high power cord. It's just literally an amp cable, and she was again right next to the power button. She was just playing with the little collar that you can screw in to lock the power cable in there. This contact lens being blurry is almost legit bugging me. All right, do we have a better eye drop thing? Maybe that one's too old. We got a newer one, don't we? Yeah, we do. Visine Hydrating Comfort. Everyone's going to be like, Johnny's so blitzed. No, Johnny just hasn't slept.
Guess what?
What?
I got a fever.
Hot damn.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Not good. Trucker 18-wheeler gifting a tier 1 sub to the Blind Trader. Oh my dear Lord. What fresh hell is this? Where's the cowbell? I had it. Oh, thank you, Christ. Holy Jesus. I was like, what the hell? Where did it go? No, it was over forward. I can't even blame that one on my daughter. That definitely wasn't her. If she had the cowbell and had placed it anywhere randomly, it would be sitting in the egg chair or in Alucard's favorite sleeping spot or on top of Alucard. She does like laying a cowbell on a cat. I have no idea why. None of the cats are a fan. She doesn't hit him with it. She's just like, here, you can have that. They're just like, I don't fucking want it. Anyways, cowbell for our good friend, the Blind Trader. Thank you, Trucker 18-wheeler. Hey-o. I appreciate that. That is super awesome. And now I have to lubricate my eye and hopefully do like a legit show. Oh, all right. There we go. That's better. I might have to just, like I said, trash these lenses and get new ones tomorrow. I guess we're letting everyone filter in. My eye is finally clearing up at least enough. I'm going to need it to read. So Rumble chat taking its time. Good to see everybody on Rumble. If you enjoy the show, like it, share it. We really appreciate growing the show. We've got all our stories loaded, so I can't even pause out to do that. So we'll just jump into stuff. Trucker 18-wheeler, I feel nice today. Good for you, Trucker. I am glad that you feel nice today. You know, I could do that. I could move that to there, and it would be less stressful on the cable. But I like being number one on the board. Anyways, me talking. Sandy Squatch saying howdy. Good to see you, Sandy Squatch. Bud Britches in the Rumble chat saying, hey, Johnny. Happy to see everybody. Glad you're here. Go nuts supporting the show. Knock the goal out, and I'll not have to look for work this weekend. Who are we kidding? That's what we're doing. Anyways, so we have a bunch of stories to get into. The first one, not awesome. So, a moment of levity might have come and gone. Let's make. Oh Jesus, I'm a retard. Oh damn it, Johnny, you tarred it up. I've got a plan. 700 bits for the next sticker party, just so we're clear. That's a little ways. I've got a plan to fix the whole completely wiping out the chat in case of accidental wiping. It's just a phrase I never thought I'd utter. You know. Look, guys, I've come up with a plan in case of accidental wiping. Okay, sir. Oh, boy. So, but yes, the plan, in case of accidental wiping going forward, I'm going to set it up with the chat screen being a source that I can pull in and out. So when I hit the button, I just take away the source, and it's just out for a bit. Trucker, 18-wheeler. So again, thank you for joining the show and gifting the sub. On top of that, Fettuccine El Poo-Poo with 100 bits and punching me in the face means we're close to a hype train. So hooray for that. First story going up. Gonna wait because the first story that we're gonna do is, I would say, remarkably not the funny kind of thing. So, let's hope the stickers behave themselves. America.
To Nashville right now, where police. We want to take you to Nashville right now, where police there say they found the body of missing college student Riley Strain. Let's listen in.
At a company that adjoins the Cumberland River that had been searching for anything that would pop up on the river, especially looking for Riley Strain if he would surface here. As they were removing an object from the river, they noticed what appeared to be Riley Strain pop up. The fire department was called in, retrieved the body from the river. The medical examiner's office reviewed the body, and we confirmed that it is Riley Strain. The family has been contacted. There are no signs of foul play at this time, according to the examination here at the riverbank. Mr. Strain still had the shirt on that he was wearing, still had the watch, and other identifying factors that helped us identify who he is.
Identify.
I want to say to the family, my heart.
Oh, yeah, Riley. Riley ain't walking so well.
And prayers go out to you all for this very unfortunate and tragic incident. I also want to say thank you to the Nashville community and the Outpouring community of the Outpouring support.
Somebody should have seen that man home or back to his hotel. So I don't think we need to hear about the outpouring of support from the community. I don't know does that help us going forward? It's kind of a bummer. I almost want to move on because now I'm uncomfortable. I mean, comedy show, jokes, dead guy. Oh, meet opposing forces.
From the community in trying to help us locate Mr. Strain. Also want to say thank you to our USAR team and to the fire department and OEM and TWRA and everyone else, and including the media for everything that you've done for the countless tips.
MSTCP and WXYZ and
Fuck off.
Slap Me on the Knee and everybody that helped. So again, I don't know why the story has this much time in it if we no signs of foul play. All of his belongings and possessions were on him, so it's clear he wasn't robbed. So yeah. We're gonna do that. Spy Pigeon saying Johnny, how's it going, man? We're doing a show and didn't want to call you fat. Looking buff as ever, buddy. Didn't want to call you fat. Well, you can't call me fat. I'm not fat. I'm pudgy. You can't see enough of me to call me fat. You can see enough of me to call me, what would we call this? Vaguely impersonating a Hindu? Pock-faced? I don't know. That's, again, something I'm just can't stop looking at. It's like a bullseye on my face. Why didn't I do something about that? All right, we're going to get rid of that. Now, this next article that we're going to do here is awfully interesting because you may or may not remember dozens of students showed up to with American flags to protest administrators that ordered a kid to remove the flag from his truck. So an Indiana school had said, you can't have this American flag on your truck. I don't remember, was it because it was some sort of a hazard or what was their justification? Well, he's got himself an old beat up truck, and he liked showing the American flag from it, you know? And I can get behind that. He took it, what I might call is a hilarious step further. Let's go ahead and go to the Twitter update that Fox 19 Trisha Mackey posted. So again, if you don't remember, the kid in Indiana, he won the lawsuit in the case and the right to have the American flag on his truck or whatever. So a senior at the East Central High School was called into the principal's office and told to remove his American flag from the truck. And so now they're putting the American flag literally on the truck. So the truck, which, by the way, better be functional beyond what we see, because the truck looks, I'm going to be honest, the truck looks a bit sus. Why can't we shift? Do we have to go back this way? Nope, that's the story part. Am I just, there we go. Okay, so there's the truck. I don't know if these are family and friends. I don't know who these people are, but they sanded it down because they wrapped it in a whole body decal. America, fuck yeah. Is this comical? Absolutely. Like, I'm all for the student fighting for his right to patriot. Sweet Jesus. That's actually a really nice rap. Oh, no. I will say this. The rap is top-notch. The rap is good. I think it's a high-quality company that did the rap. I don't have all the information. You know what? Let's pull over the deets while we read this. Vehicle, after hearing this, some tri-state business owners decided to support Cameron even louder. They wrapped his truck for free in a custom-made American flag. TJ Betchett, owner of GCI Digital Imaging, on why. We did it because we are proud Americans that believe Cameron did exactly what needs to be done. Stand up for our freedoms. It is now in transit to Cameron. So Cameron, I don't know if he brought the truck in or they did, but either way, if you didn't like the eyesore of the American flag hanging from the truck, best of luck with Ameritruck. Dun, 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 dun. What? Ooh, we need this. Dun, 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 dun. Ameritruck. Oh God, that was almost perfect with the timing of that. So I'm guessing they still have to put on the door handles and all of the light fixtures. That's another way you know. Not only is this a really nice really nice wrap on the truck, it's a high quality wrap to the point where it gets into all the fixtures. You've got a nice wrap ? Yeah. In terms of I'm not even commenting on the here, fatty, have a little money. Thank you, Bud Bridges. Your humble donations on the Rumble rants, which once they hit $50, just kick over and buy a day on the show. Help continue to feed me and keep me fat. I appreciate this so much. I guess it's moved from Aaron to me. Is everybody who does this fat? I kind of am. I do skip leg day. Almost religiously. I avoid it like a phobia. You know? Like a weird, phobia. It's almost like me working out on my legs is a never before seen phenomena. I've decided I can go without breaking the mic stand if I just loosen it before I do that whole bit. Vinyl. Sorry, I missed you saying the truck was wrapped. Yeah, the truck's wrapped in vinyl. It's a good quality wrap because, like I said, they removed the rear bumper. At least I think they removed the rear bumper. I take that back. They might not have removed the rear bumper. That just might be shitty. They removed the door handles, the light fixtures. That's why they got to truck it. They got to put the truck on the truck. American truck. But Mikey's gonna get here, and we'll all have to tell him, like, dude, your favorite bit. It's just like the lens is cloudy and it's bothering me. All right. We have a show to do for another 3 hours. Thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Let's get over here. That's just the first one. So again, take that, Indiana. So yeah, there we go. That is the truck thing.
Let's talk.
No.
That gap was uncomfortable. What's more uncomfortable?
That gap was uncomfortable. What's more uncomfortable is the fact that I have a thigh gap. Have you ever tried walking down the street when a breeze blows between your legs, tickles your clit, and you can't help but come? All right. Sorry, I'm a horrible person. I was having too much fun with that. Biden not mentally fit. Oh, we're not doing the video on this one. Thank God. I just have to read it. Only problem with that, bum my over here. Spy pigeon, if you can't dodge it, ram it. Right. If you can't dodge it, ram it. And then they'll be like, dude, why do you have so many accidents? I couldn't avoid them, man. They were coming straight for us. You hit a bus full of nuns. Yeah. You know what? Made them all say, oh, God. What the heck? This isn't the story I was just on. Oh, we're doing that again. Thank Christ how I missed that. Alrighty, so is it like a no, it's not even my eye's not even pink.
Businesses have to buy things and pay for things. That's called corporate payment.
That's called it's called being a dick. Not allowing me to pause a video. I really should not have put these contact lenses back in. Got everyone calling you fat. Now hello twink. Polar bear got a plan. Fallen the Great. Johnny, I found your doppelganger. Start at 1 minute. Fallen, you have tickled my pickle. We're going to look into that in just a minute. I need to pause this stupid video that I care not about to talk about something else. So Representative Margie Taylor Greene, the Republican from Georgia, GA is Georgia, I believe. So she has an issue, and so she filed a motion to oust Speaker Johnson because he signed a $1.2 trillion deal, like package deal, which this is the weird thing now that's bothering me that happens. Apparently now the government has two sides. They don't work together, but when one side elects a representative and his job is to work with the other side, only one state starts with a G. Right, gangland. I just want it to not be blurry. God damn it. My eyes were better when I was wearing my glasses. Breaking news, Johnny. The Princess of Wales has cancer. Oh, no. She has whale cancer? Whale cancer sucks. And why, by the way, why is she the Princess of Wales? Do the whales ever, like, pay homage to the crown? Like, even once? I'm just curious. Let's pull that up. We'll look into that in a minute. Yeah, we will do that. That is breaking news. And again, start at 1 minute. Bullseye at the bar from the scene Daredevil. Oh no. I'm a little worried. At 1 minute. It's not a very long scene. It's 1 minute and 46. Started at 1 minute. Okay. This is setting up to be super weird. So let's finish the Margie Taylor Greene thing really quick before we find out who my doppelganger is in the original Daredevil movie. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's not Colin Farrell. I'm going to say it's not Colin Farrell. Yeah, no, I look at my eyes and I'm like, well, my eye almost does look a little red, but that's almost this one, which is pretty much fine. The fuck? All right. Margie Taylor Greene, again, wanting to oust Speaker Johnson. And if this sounds familiar to you, it's because they ousted Speaker Johnson for exactly the same thing. They get him in there, they make a deal, and they go, hey, we don't like that you made a deal. But didn't you guys clear it first? Like, you all voted on this thing. But as soon as they pass the deal, now they got to get rid of him. So now Margie Taylor Greene is filing a motion to oust Speaker Johnson. It was apparently a little bit of a surprise. Speaker Johnson, obviously, who had gotten the job after the speakership in October, was ousted by Kevin McCarthy. Or the Speaker, Kevin McCarthy, was ousted from the speakership. Jesus, I can't speak now. So where's that? It's more of a warning and a pink slip, Greene told reporters after filing the motion. There's not a time limit on this. It doesn't have to be forced, but I'm saying that it won't happen in 2 weeks or it won't happen. It won't happen in 2 weeks or it won't happen. That makes no sense. Earlier, the White House was voting on a package. 3 GOP lawmakers on the House floor told Fox News Digital that Greene made the consequential move. During the vote, Greene signed a paper at the front of the chamber and passed it off to House staff. Her office has not responded to multiple requests for comment. Johnson's office told the news in a statement, Speaker Johnson always listens to the concerns of members, but is focused on governing. He will continue to push conservative legislation that secures our border, strengthens our national defense, and demonstrates how we will grow our majority. Could we stop the spending, though? I feel like the $1.2 trillion is a bit much. $1.2 trillion, a lot. All right, so there's that. We've got that. We've got other stories to get to. We've got hot news at the border. Boy, howdy, you won't believe what we've got on file for that. And a couple of other really interesting things. The not getting sleep thing is really messing with me. I gotta finish this show and then maybe take a nap. I don't know. I'm going to hang out with the kiddo for a while. You know what I'm doing tonight? I'm doing dessert popcorn with the kiddo in a movie. We can pick the movie, but we ain't doing YouTube. Alrighty. Boop, 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 boom. Where's the one we want to do first? Oh, yes. Bullseye scene at the bar. I'll probably get popped for this. Thank God I don't get money from YouTube. Oh, wait. There's a butthole on your face. So, that's my doppelganger? That looks nothing like me. Is it because of the thing on my head? Just because of the thing on my head right here. That's so hurtful. I mean, at least he's saying I look like Colin Farrell. But I've got like a full head of hair. How do we get doppelganger out of that? I don't even think we look similar. He's got dark eyes. I've got light ones. It's cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Uh-oh. It starts. All right, here we go. Let's see. There's a little bit left. Or are you saying that's my doppelganger? LOL, those brows. Who? The Colin Farrell? I mean, they are pretty thick. That is vaguely similar, but mine are bushy. But again, they're not the same color. They're not the same. Nothing. Colin Farrell has a huge hog, allegedly. Hey, man, good for him. Again, yeah, no, I don't think so. I wonder, let's close this here and see if we're still up on YouTube, if we got in trouble yet. Hey, we're still up on YouTube. Hey, woo! I watched The Secret Life of Nim with my 7-year-old the other day. It was cool, and I forgot how good the movie is. Well, my little baby is 5. She's persnickety, and she has one particular form of entertainment that she likes, and we've indulged that form repeatedly throughout the week. And we'll make the fun dessert popcorn that we love to make, and we'll eat popcorn and watch a movie, but I don't think I'm doing The Life of Nim. I don't even know if she'll go there. You know what it'll probably be? Encanto. She loves Encanto. And I mean, good for her. It's a female empowerment thing. Good. And, she loves the songs. Woot. All right. Anyway. Can we get some more not sympathy, fake support, please? Can we get some more just phoned in support? Woot. All right, there we go. Now, this is the thing from St. Caesar. We're going to get to this really quick. She a Dora fan. She is not a Dora fan, Cheesy Grin. She is not a Dora fan. She is a huge, like, stupidly huge Bluey fan. And I'll be honest, so am I. Like, I don't like children's programming in terms of like, oh, I want to go watch a children's show. But I'll tell you this. When we're watching Bluey, I have very few complaints, if any at all. And when there's a new season and she wants to watch the new season of Bluey, you don't got to twist my arm. I'm like, all right, let's go see the new season of Bluey. Let's go see the new season of Bluey. Bluey is the shit, and she has a fuck ton of the toys. But she really, really loves watching people play with the toys on YouTube. And I'm like, this is why so, just like I said, sometimes you got to take a break. And that's all we're going to do. We're going to take a break from her watching YouTube and maybe, again, do stuff. So this is St. Caesar gave this to us. Late breaking news about the Princess of Wales having cancer. This is strange only for the fact that right now, doesn't the current King of Wales also have cancer? Like, so she's got what? Like, she's got like gut cancer or boob cancer. I know the king has like butt cancer. So let's apparently the DNA not so strong with these ones. Okay, let's find out where this goes. But boom.
I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you personally for all the wonderful messages of support and for your understanding whilst I've been recovering from surgery. It has been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family, but I've had a fantastic medical team who have taken great care of me, for which I'm so grateful.
Right.
In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London, and at the time, it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous. The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present. My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment. This, of course, came as a huge shock, and William and I have been doing everything we can to process and manage.
This, of course, came as a huge shock. I am a member of the 1%. I eat the finest foods. I work out. I have an ass you can bounce a fucking quarter off of. And I've had 2-3 children. Bobby Bologna is saying lots of reports of young people with cancer suddenly. Don't know what could have caused it. How can she have cancer if she is already dead? I'm confused. She's not dead. She's not dead. Why would you think the Princess of Wales is dead? Like, Princess Diana is dead. Her husband's mom is dead. But she's very much alive. Her husband's dad, currently dealing with a horrendous bout of, I believe, colorectal cancer, or as some would call it, rotting from the ass out. Oof.
This privately for the sake of our young family. As you can imagine, this has taken time. It has taken me time to recover from major surgery in order to start my treatment. But most importantly, it has taken us time to explain everything to George, Charlotte, and Louis in a way that's appropriate for them.
Bobby Bologna, she's dead? Alert the whales! Right? So when does the Starkist like tuna fish come in here and be like, look, man, this is the Princess of Wales. We got to be serious. Where are the whales? Fanatical Bucks fan. Oh, she is alive? What is your proof? What is your proof? I've heard nothing about her being dead. You're the first one to mention it.
And to reassure them that I'm going to be okay.
See, she says
As
she's
I've
going to be
said to
fine.
them, I am well and getting stronger every day by focusing on the things that will help me heal in my mind, body, and spirits. Having William by my side is a great source of comfort and reassurance too, as is the love, support, and kindness that has been shown by so many of you. It means so much to us both. We hope that you'll understand that as a family, we now need some time, space, and privacy.
So stop hounding me when I go to the hospital. AI Kate, did you forget Photogate? I didn't forget Photogate, but I think Photogate, look, I'm saying I don't have any proof that she's alive or dead. I'm not going to go with either. Either way, look, England will, if she's dead, England is going to have to keep that quiet until they can find someone else to become Princess of the Wales. And I have no idea who that'll be. I imagine it involves like a manatee, or what are those things with narwhal? I imagine like there's like a narwhal that has to be involved. Narwhal, swimming through the ocean, pricking the Princess of Wales. Well, I suppose he could. It'd be a straight stabbing, it would. Alrighty, so we've got that. They can't get Ariel. Right? Why wouldn't they? You know what it is. She washed up on the beach. The prince was all game until the marriage night. And then he found out, oh, God, you can take the woman out of the ocean, but you can't take the fish smell out. Oh. None of us feel good about that joke, but we do have to admit it was hilarious, right? It was good. Ha, come on. Oh, misogyny. So moving from something that's super funny to something that's not funny, but funny for the wrong reasons, we're now going to show you the totally cool, totally secure, totally not a problem border with some piping hot, fresh footage of migrants at the border in El Paso. Again, just people coming here for a new way of life, just downtrodden, down on their luck. No way. How are Harry and the devil gonna top that announcement? Harry and the devil? Well, I don't think they will, but let's be honest for a second, assuming we both mean the same two people. How hard do you think that one of those two people you're talking about is really hoping there's some sort of way she can squeak into being a queen? Just like, uh-oh. Like, is Harry flat out of like the line of succession? Is he done? Did Merkel's twerkle flat out cut him out of like ever being a king, and now he's just like, well, my family owns a lot of stuff. Good thing she has a couple of extras. I don't know. Royal bloodline is inbred. Right? Which might be more of the reason to do with the cancer than anything else, but who knows? Who knows? I'll say this. It might be inbred, but it's certainly a hell of a lot better looking. No, we didn't get that. We'll get that later. And we're just going to do that. Okay, let's go again to this footage. Live. Not live. Once was live from El Paso, Texas. It's the fire sale of America. Go. Migrants are breaking the barrier to rush the border in El Paso, Texas. Again, they're just being totally chill, ripping the fence down, while people here with guns are like, no, this isn't how civilized society behaves. And you can't just walk up here and expect us to help you because you said so. It's not worked out well for us. Some of you don't behave. Again, they have guns. People are putting up their hands like, hey, don't hurt me, don't hurt me. While other groups of them are ripping the fence down. No. This isn't okay. Oh my God. Fall in the grate. Open fire. Riding Dirty Llama, they are here for the bloodbath. Oh yeah, the all hope is lost video, says Bobby Bologna. Toastmaster saying the guns aren't going to scare anybody unless you shoot a few of them. I don't even think we need to shoot a few of them. I think, and I don't know, what's the safe way to do it? I feel like discharging up isn't safe. Is discharging down into the ground safe? Or could that ricochet? But I feel like a good pop, pop, and someone's going to be like, oh, fuck, things just got real. Time to bail. I made it, John. Took a caravan from Guatemala. Hot damn, he's here. We did one of your favorite bits earlier. We did. We did the whole thing. It was hilarious. It was funny. We all enjoyed ourselves. Mr. Q saying, depends on you shooting dirt or rock. Well, I mean, we're in Texas. You tell me. That looks awfully dirt-like, but it could be rock. I don't know. But riding Dirty Llama, also happy to see Mikey Team looks. But yes, so we were here. It's a shame that you missed out on the bit. You know, really, really a shame that we didn't get to do that. And strange that you should come here on a caravan from Guatemala. A lot of people have come here on a caravan from Guatemala. It's a really weird phenomena. 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 Did somebody not get a lot of sleep and has gone whole fucking loopy today? Why, yes, somebody did. Whoa, this guy. And I think I met my soulmate in one of the stories because somebody else is apparently pretty effing loopy on a regular basis. And if it weren't for the fact that she looks like a bridge troll, I'd be like, well, let's talk. But other than that, who cares? They are foreign invaders. Fuck safety, says Fallen the Great. And I wasn't even saying this, and I'll admit this is going to sound bad. I wasn't asking about the ricochet factor and possibility of injuring somebody because I was worried about the migrants. I was just thinking, if you try to settle a little order and you put one in the ground and then you end up popping that guy in the ass, now we got a problem. Riding Dirty Llama, Trucker 18 Wheeler with the Shart and Bobby Bologna saying good timing on the Shart. Yes, indeed. Welcome to the show. We're so glappy. To have all of you on Twitch, Yumble, and BrewTube. Oh boy. Johnny, you need to quit drinking before your show. Haven't had a drop of liquor in almost a month. What are you going to do about it now? Ha! Quit smoking all that weed. Guess what also is almost gone? Ha! Not that problem. Alrighty, so let's, Kelly, get the non-lethal stuff. Kelly's got the non-lethal stuff. Bean bags, pepper spray. Right? That'll do you. That'll do you in a pinch. But like I said, and like you guys said, this is, again, an invasion. This is an invasion. This isn't peaceful. It isn't organized. They've all got their hands up. We don't want to get shot. Yeah, but none of you are stopping the people ripping down the border. You don't want to get shot. Well, go. And you know what the other fun part is? The country that they just walked through that completely allows them to walk through, there are people who make food and meals for the migrants on their way through to help them out. They don't want these people back. They expect us to take them. They don't want us to be like, nope, and just cover our border and say, nope, that's good. They're like, you can't do that. Then that leaves them on our doorstep. We're not okay with that. Bobby Bologna, beanbags, but aim for the eyes. Sir, I don't know if you know this, but that might make them lethal. Oh. It's a bit much. Looks like Afghanistan. I have to actually say this. Afghanistan looked a little bit more organized than this. It looks like our exit from Afghanistan. Again, and now people are pushing. They're all rushing through. This is where I say, open fire. You want to come here and you can't, like, oof. Oh, my hands are up. My hands are up. Don't shoot me. I don't mean any harm. All right, fuck all you guys. I'm going to run. Again, dude, this is, again, criminal behavior. I can't take your arms up. I'm not here to hurt anyone seriously when you just, again, disrespect all the rules. Can I have one Predator drone strike, please? Can I have one Predator drone strike? If I could have one Predator drone for 5 minutes, I would be so happy. The worst part's though, like, how can you advocate that being treating people like that? Because they're not going to behave nicely because I do. Okay? Thank you, Laser Kitty. Was that aimable? Thank you for the 100 bits. It's like the Jordan Peterson thing, though. And it's like,
this is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
4.5 minutes away from a hype train. If we want to do some big support for the show, we've got 2.5 hours to go. Now would be a great... never mind. I guess we are.
Rushing up and down on the daisy line. Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies. Everyone's aboard on the 809. Here comes the train, and here comes driver's head too. Wahey! Here it comes, here it comes. Here comes the train today.
Oh, yeah, this will help.
Here comes the train!
Sorry, we missed the whistle bit. I'm a horrible person. Laser Cat is helping the border crisis. Mr. Q, I effing wish. I effing wish.
Right to jail, right away.
Thank you, Trucker 18-wheeler. And whoever landed the cat on my head, awesome. But yeah, no, dude, Laser Cat is helping the border. Hang in there, buddy. Cause get it, it's the meme. We shouldn't. There's allowing immigration. There's allowing people citizenship. There's a path to citizenship, whatever you want to call it, whatever have you. This is anarchy. This is chaos. Oh my God, and that reminds me there's an article I need to find that I didn't get to yesterday about Reddit removing a thing, and I gotta get back to that. Oh, we're gonna have to cover that in a bit. So let's go again. There's another minute or so of this. We are 28% of the way through level 1 of a hype train. Thank you very much. We really appreciate the support we get from everybody for the show, for doing the hype trains and everything. We've kind of figured it out that if we get into level 3, we're looking at like show being funded. Level 4, that's guaranteed. So just for future reference on everyone, if we hit level 3, we're kind of like, hey, man, we're pretty good on the show being funded today. Thank you. And if we hit level 4, we don't even have to check the math. We're calling that a thing.
It's time for you to go.
Thank you. Trucker 18-wheeler. But yeah, so let's see the last minute of this super awesome footage. Freedom! They raced up to the fence. Let us in! Oh, and by the way, why did that happen? Oh, it's a soldier pushing people away. He's pushing people away from the gate. So again, they broke down the barriers and they rushed the border. That's terrifying. Fuck! Right? Does anyone else have to change their diaper or just me? Well, I believe that boy done shit his pants. Yes, he did. Not really. I think. At any rate, yeah, this is, fuck! Like Trucker 18-wheeler said. All right, let's get that controlled burn for level 1. We have a minute and a half, 36% of the way through level 1. Thank you so much for all the support. Here we go. Hey-o. Let's go ahead and flip over here. Do that. And close this out. They will be issued UN helmets and rifles shortly after the free ride is cut off. I thought I had a good idea. What was that, Mikey? 2 milks? Did I miss your idea? Let's go back up. We can just give all of the migrants information on Hillary Clinton and let her take care of it. delete their profiles on Minecraft. I mean, I feel like the government isn't going to willfully use the Clintons as an assassination squad, but I do like the pitch, like as an idea for a show. Like, listen to this, guys. All right, so here's what we do. All right, so like, we all know the Clintons are a bunch of murderous assholes, right? So here's what we're going to do. They're going to fight the migrant crisis because someone tells them that all of the people over the border have information on them. So they go hunting these people down one by one in different ways. Like they're super agents of the FBI. Just, all right, I'm here to knock on your door. You might think I sound familiar. I look familiar. I get that all the time. I'm here to talk about your homeowner's insurance. Oh, look behind you. Is that a dog?
Bill! Bill, this migrant passed out because he smelled my snatch.
God damn it, stop killing him with your cunt. You're not a Bond villain. We need Cartman on the border shooting people. I mean, Cartman on the border.
Respect my goddamn authority. I've had it with these goddamn migrants. Screw you guys. You're going home.
Like, I'd like Cartman on the border. My throat wouldn't, but I would. Okay, children today is tell the class what your daddy does. Jose, what does your daddy do? He rushes borders. Jose, what does your daddy do? Any job that pays cash. And that's, by the way, those are the positive. Who told you to go? Jesus Christ. Premature evacuation of a news story. That normally doesn't happen to me. Alrighty, so, oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. You do not get rid of this goddamn... Thank you, Christ. You do not get rid of that damn story. We're talking about that. Alrighty, so we've got 2 stories to get into. We're into the second hour, and we're going for 2.5 more. We'll catch up with the chat. We'll cover these 2 stories. We'll load all the other fun stuff. We'll do all of that. Bing, bang, boom. Balls crossed. We're going to see about having a merch thing ready for the beginning of next week for T-shirts. And I'm going to try and get a hold of Oz today or tomorrow. And we're going to discuss the cup situation. And then I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to mail cups to people. But we will do that. And, yeah. If only Trump built that wall, says St. Caesar. Here's the funniest part about that. Now, one, I'll take the yeah, you libtard beating I'm probably going to get for this. I was one of the people like, yeah, Trump, build the wall. But ironically enough, if Trump had built the wall, regardless of whether or not Mexico paid for it, if Trump had built the wall, be awful handy. Mikey says, until you have your own merch, you can sell mine. Awesome. Fanatical Bucks fan saying, I still want Mexico to pay for it. I'll say this with what's happened recently. I understand that sentiment. I understand I want Mexico to pay for it. I don't want Mexico to pay for it because the notion of it is utterly ludicrous. You'll never get it to happen. There's no way you can force another government to feasibly pay for building a border on your own. Never going to happen. So in the interest of sanity, I would like to see us simply enforce our border. And Mexico doesn't have to pay for our border, but they get to figure out what to do with all those people. The ones they're saying, we don't want them back, don't repatriate them, don't deposit them on our shores, we don't want them. They moved through here to get into there, and we're fine with that. I want to leave those people on their doorstep. Because they could just as easily go, hey, we're not going to let you come through our country and then just walk through here to walk in there, but they do. So, again, good luck crossing that border. I want the Mexican cartels to build a wall out of fentanyl. I want crocodile moats with sharks with freaking laser beams on their foreheads. I want catfish armed with suicide vests. You going noodling? Well, you a foodling around in the wrong country. What happened? Well, they thought they caught dinner. Boom. All right, so let's, is she a Dora fan? Twinks. I think Americans will reach a breaking point and illegals will start disappearing, says Landers. Here's a sad, sick thing that I don't think anybody talks about. What are the odds? And I'm sure they're pretty good. What are the odds there are more than a few illegal immigrants who have just disappeared due to the activities of, I don't know, psychopathic serial killers from either other countries coming into this one or just this one in general? But again, there isn't a huge network of keeping an eye on these people. So if one of them disappears, whoopsie doodle. Alrighty, let's go to this. Why does it look like live chat? There we go. Mexico will pay for it, just not with money, right? Home state. Home state. Oh, this is one of our, oh boy. We have another home state story that I could talk about later. But this one, okay, this one's 17 hours ago, so this is relatively fresh from our home state. We'll get into this. OG angry fish. Not the alien invasion I was hoping for. I mean, I'm sitting here with all this lube and all of these butt plugs, and I got nothing to show for it. I mean, E.T., can we get this going? My asshole is getting dry. Oh. How do you get a Mexican? Oh, dude. Shoot a blunt. Oh, no. Polar Bear really took that one. I have to stop just out and out reading the chat out loud. I think there should be a little bit of pre-reading that I have to go through. And I am tarded, so we'll have to take that, at a pace. Speaking of taking it at a pace, we're moving at a healthy one. We haven't finished our first hour stories. We're into the second hour. We're going for another 2.5 hours. Thank you so much for being here. We've had a nice little, what was it, level 1 hype train, I think we did? I don't think we got to 2. So we had a nice little level 1 hype train, so that was a nice little bit of support. Thank you so much for that. And again, Twitch, Rumble, YouTube, thank you everybody for being here. Let's get into, do we do the fire story yet? You know what? We're going to do this one that got sent to us because it's remarkably less funny than the other two, so we'll use the other two to kind of bring the mood back up. Let's find out what's happening in my neck of the woods. Boo! Fox News at 9. Sweet Jesus, they found the Candyman. Stay away from him, he's covered in bees.
And as I'm going by, I can still hear bullets hitting the car, and, I just kept going. I wasn't stopping.
I just kept going. I'm going crazy there up at the gas station. We're so fucked. Okay, so this is in Minneapolis. Remember all of the violence and horrible shit that happened in Minneapolis was again reprisal for the unjust punishment that they've suffered. And these are again completely calm and sane streets where nothing untoward ever happens.
Caught on the crossfire, shocking surveillance video obtained by Fox 9 capturing a shootout between teenagers at a northeast Minneapolis.
A shootout between teenagers. Bang, 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 bang. No regard to the business or the people. And when these gas stations close down, no regard to the fucking factors that brought it about. Instead, it's racism, it's white privilege, we live in a food desert, Right, because nobody ever thought, hey, I'll make a buck if I can. Do you realize that there's entire Irish neighborhoods that had shops and stores and everything else by a whole bunch of people, probably some Italians, just a bunch of, I almost said wops. Just a whole bunch of them just in there going, fuck these potato-eating assholes, but their money spends as good as anybody else's. Right? Does nobody remember that right after we repealed slavery, the horrible white people began a very, very firm and aggressive business of fleecing black people of all of their money? The idea that we would just close out shops. Oh, fuck.
2, 1.
The stickers are free. The border is going to stay, or the background's going to stay. I would like to give a disclaimer right now. You guys may do whatever you want. If you're on Twitch, the stickers are oops, did we? Yep, we put it up. The stickers, the symbol up there is somewhere over there. The symbol up there is somewhere over there. And click it, throw stickers at the screen for free. I guess nobody is. Fuck it, we're good. Never mind, we got another one. I knew one of those would be coming back. Now we got a bunch of them. See, this is, again, I would like to simply say I do not control the chat or the people exercising their stickers, and I have no intention or understanding of what this is. I'm going to get canceled for this. We're going to go back to, I'm literally taking it off of this screen for a minute because I just don't want to, I don't want to end up being a news story. He was just a Twitch streamer having fun, blah, blah, blah. He's horribly racist, and canceled. Oh, boy. But yes, 2 teenagers firing and fighting, caught in the crossfire. And I'm sure when we get to the bottom of it, both of them will be totally justified. So, Bobby Bologna, your question mark? I can't see that with the sticker thing. And there's something weird going on with the chat. Is it because I'm clicked on here? What's the deal? How do I just not have it? All right. Youths, says Bobby Bologna. Oh. What streamer being racist and canceled? I'm saying Saint Caesar. That I simply maybe I'm over paranoid. I worry that some people, like our chat can take jokes and have jokes, but I'm worried that plenty of other people, I've seen it happen before where other people see stuff. I don't have the protections that other more successful streamers have. So rules that sometimes don't get enforced on others might be enforced on me. I'm just, again, worried. After all, never once have I seen a channel, even one that I've been a part of, just up and get canceled from Twitch or any other platform with not even a mention as to why or how or what went wrong, and then completely effed over. So, yep, never seen it. God gave us violence. God gave us violence to wage in his honor. Are you enjoying? Oh, hey, wait. Let's you just gave me a really horrible idea. Let's do this. And so they said, "Are you enjoying the violence?" And are you enjoying God's latest gift? The violence. God gave us violence to wage in his honor. All right, that was kind of funny. Let's go to this. Combating juvenile crime.
Juvenile crime in the state's largest city.
Fox 9's Paul Bloom tells us why this one shooting highlights the challenges facing police, prosecutors, and simply people trying to go about their day.
Right, because the people trying to go about their day are told to not be armed because they don't need to be. Because as a society, only bad people have guns, and only people who want to shoot people have guns. So why should you have a gun? You don't want to shoot anybody, right? But I'm just saying, and hear me out here, if we were a little bit more like, say, Texas, where this kind of crap starts happening, and somebody else who's standing there, not involved in it at all, goes, oh my God, that's a car full of people shooting at a building full of people, bang, 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 bang. We'd hear, oh, how horrible was that? Yeah, maybe the youths in the car shouldn't have resorted to pulling out a gun and shooting people. I've been pro Second Amendment pretty much my whole life. Oh, wait, it's not Rumble Friday, says Polar Bear. Polar Bear, Rumble for me is every day. We do Rumble every day. We're never exclusive to Rumble. Well, not never. We're never exclusive to Rumble during the week. We do Rumble exclusive on Sunday. And this next Saturday, not this Saturday, but this next Saturday, we're going Rumble exclusive for a movie watch along. We're going to try and do that once a month just as something fun. And the first one is one that was suggested by the audience a long time ago called Robot Jocks. It's an old 80s cheesy sci-fi movie. I'm gonna make a big old bucket of popcorn, and depending on the financial situation, we'll maybe have some weed. So, and then we'll sit and watch the show and see how we go. But again, combating juvenile crime. I would like to hear how the assault weapons bans and the rifle bans and all of that, I'd like to hear how that's helpful with young people shooting at each other with pistols that I'm going to go out a little bit on a ledge and say they didn't acquire legally. Go.
During a late night stop for a soda and snacks at this corner gas station in Northeast Minneapolis.
But yeah, it mentally,
Have you ever been moving through the city, hankering for a spankering, and you thought, you know what I'm going to do? Go into the BP and pick me up something to eat. And then you hear pop, pop, pop goes the kid in front of you, and you go, oh, my God, that's a whole car full of youths, and I can't trust to be here. I better keep on going. All right, and next we're going live to our man on the scene. How what do we call this one? Audio impaired Terry. Hi, I'm audio impaired Terry. We're ready to do an amazing show. Are you ready for an amazing show? Oh my God, we're ready. Like, seriously, dude. He swallowed a bullhorn at birth. He's audio impaired Terry. I mean, good God, man.
Corner gas station in Northeast Minneapolis.
but yeah, it mentally,
Holy fuck, Sylvester Stallone was in Minneapolis? We're gonna film the next Rocky, and I was like, you know what I could use? I could really use a ding dong. I don't mean to brag, like I work out, and then I'd stay in shape. But once in a while, you gotta have a treat. You gotta give yourself something to work towards. You gotta get a treat. So I went to the gas station, like, hey, I'd like a ding dong. And they're like, hey, aren't you that Sylvester Stallone guy? And I was like, yeah, I do movies and shit. And then all of a sudden, a couple of youths come out, start shooting everywhere.
yeah, it screwed me up.
Joe Babineau and his friend found themselves in the middle of a shootout.
How scared are you as this is unfolding?
It was altering.
How scared are you as this is unfolding? Well, I'd say the fact that he's not showing his face for probably fear of reprisal and altering his voice, I'm saying he's totally confident with everything that's happening here. Looks like Lex Luthor from Smartville. Or Smallville. Jesus. Thank you, Saint Caesar. Smarville. He's from Smarville. Meh. I've come from Smarville. Smarmy smarsh. Meh. I don't mean to brag, but Superman is a cuck. Meh. Oh, I'm betting that's not that guy's natural voice. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Joe Babino. He's just horrible about it. Well, let's be honest. All these goddamn jungle. Oh, Joe.
You know, I mean, I just got the hell out of there, you know, with my life.
We are concealing Joe's face because of ongoing safety concerns over the teenage gunman.
It looked like he was just firing, you know, wildly.
Fox 9 obtained surveillance.
Right. He fired wildly because these are not well-trained people who go to gun ranges and learn to shoot. They don't aim. They don't practice. They certainly don't exercise any sort of safety or concern for the world around them, which is why I am actually saying, and I literally cannot believe this, why can't we as a society, especially in like America, just say, hey, you know what? The bad people have guns. The bad people always have guns, and they always do stuff with the guns. So how about we start letting everybody else have the guns so we can just say, all right, enough of this shit. Toastmaster, it's hard to aim when you hold the gun sideways. That's not a valid excuse, okay? That's not a valid excuse. What, are your eyes closed? You've got a perfect 180-degree field of vision, but you can't. You know what we need so they can focus? They're seeing too much shit on the sides. I need all of my gunmen to now wear horse blinders. Like, all right, yo, I got to focus right on this. Boom, right here. All right, we're going to... Just because once in a while, a good wipe is refreshing.
Video of the entire encounter from February 28th that, according to authorities, appeared to start with a stare down at the door between rivals. The first shot shattered the glass. Gunfire then continued inside the shop before spilling outside by the pumps.
No more than 30 seconds.
Oh, so wait a minute. They didn't just fire a few shots and go. They just kept this shit going?
This kid backed off, started firing. He just kept backing up, just spraying the whole parking lot.
The shooting left one of the teens involved critically injured,
Good.
while Joe's pal left the scene in an ambulance with
Not
a gunshot wound to his foot.
Not good.
You know, we took so many bullets from one side. The other kid that was behind was firing from the other side. So the car was literally right in between everything.
That is Joe's black Ford Fusion speeding.
So the car pulling up was the one. Oh, Jesus.
Away from the scene. We later counted at least 6 bullet holes in the car, including one in the driver's door that appeared to be on a straight trajectory towards Joe, who's behind the wheel.
So it literally hit that bolt and went somewhere.
That car saved your life?
Oh, you bet.
Minnesota. Can Sly Stallone sue these people for using his voice?
Look, I didn't give you permission to come in here and use my voice. Like, you know, you got to throw me a bone or something.
I got to work on my Stallone. But anyway, just a 360 pistol whip, like in Call of Duty. I don't know what you do for consequences to get the message out that that's not acceptable for behavior in society. I don't know what that action is, but oh God, do we need to find it. Let's catch up with the Rumble chat. Maybe a stroke at a medium pace, Johnny. Maybe when I'm alone. That was good. Let me guess. Oh, somebody was right. Okay, so let's get, that is again horrible news for the state I live in. We're halfway through the second hour. We still have 2 hours of programming left in the show. 12 months hard labor, then prison, says Fanatical Bucks fan. What do you mean 12 months hard labor? Like they're gonna do 12 months hard labor and then prison? I don't know. He was lucky it was only a 9mm. If it was a 45 or better, it would have gone straight through the car door. Right? If it had more power, it would have gone straight through the car door. But again, the problem isn't that, the guns are so prevalent. No, the problem is we have people who use them with no regard. And those people, and we can point fingers at who, how, why, family dynamics, what have you. But those people will continue to attack each other without regard. Because what we've seen, if we actually go back over the last couple of weeks, is that it keeps happening. Beating up people, school fights, what have you. It's a problem with, as the news calls them, youths who feel like violence is always the first, best, and appropriate answer. And those people are not ever going to back down to an argument or a statement. You're not going to talk them off of a punchy ledge. You need someone else who's reasonable and understands this kind of behavior is not acceptable, who's ready to step in and punch them off that punchy ledge and then go, you're not supposed to do that. So I intervened. And then they step back and say, and now I'm not going to do anything unless I'm needed again. We need Batman to stop the man. All right, so enough about men. Horrible, misogynist assholes. 2 world warriors. Toastmaster saying, I know how we get Mexico to build a wall. We send our prisoners over the border. Here's the problem with that theory, Toastmaster. I like where your head's at. You're saying take a recipe that's being used baked into the pie and used against us and throw it against some of the chefs. And I like where your head's at. Small problem with that, though. The people that we take out of America and throw into Mexico, a majority of them are also going to want to come back into Mexico. Or into America. They are not going to want to escape to Mexico. A few of them will. And then Mexico just has to, again, put them to death, incarcerate them, or pick them up and drop them off on our border. Like, again, I don't think they build a wall. Certainly not one. And here's the other thing. They don't build a wall that they're going to lock and keep that tide stemming up against. They'll build a wall, but they'll also keep the door open for everyone on their side that wants to go through. It's a beautiful idea, but not practical. All right, so we are, again, 2 hours left in the program, so we got to get moving through these first hour stories to get into the other stuff we want to cover. This one is interesting. A woman's accused of lighting a porch on fire after no answer at a friend's house. There are very few things that I feel like justify setting your friend's house on fire. Getting ghosted, definitely not one of them. No Pen 15 Fathead saying, did you watch the new Madam Web movie? No. Border prison seems like a good idea, Fanatical Bucks fan says. Toss them over the border and say they can't come back if their dads pick them up. Get it? I don't get it. What does he mean? That seems completely impractical. So all you gotta do is make a phone call? How would that even work? Like, hey, everybody, you have to leave, but, unless your dad comes to pick you up. Who's this guy? Oh, that's my dad. He doesn't look much older than you. Yeah, we just got good genes. That's my dad. Didn't take it well, says Axel CL. Didn't take what well? Didn't take it well? Who didn't take what well? Build open air prisons at the border and allow the inmates to keep out the illegals. You again, a majority of the inmates will just team up with the illegals and figure out a way into the country. Mr. Q, they already do the fake parent thing. Well,
Arlington woman.
That don't help nobody. Again, like I said, the whole principle and practice makes zero sense to me. But you know, hey man, I like that you're thinking and you're coming up with ideas. Let's salute. Stupid ideas are like fertilizer, and you need to litter a field with them in order to grow the good ideas from which prosperity can bloom. Does not mean you should water and feed all stupid ideas. Some stupid ideas must be uttered and then left to die. So again, they can fertilize the ground for good ideas.
6, a Burlington woman is facing charges after police say she set fire to a porch. According to a Des Moines County arrest affidavit,
Holy Jesus. You want to know how I got these scars? I noticed that when everything goes according to plan, nobody panics. Say tomorrow I was like to say that if my demands aren't met, well then, like a third world country or a boatload of immigrants goes burning to the ground. Nobody panics because it's all part of the plan. But if I burn one little porch, well, then everybody loses their mind. Holy crazy faces, Axel Seal. Right? I was referring to the next story. Seems like I was premature. Oh! Again, Michelle Young, who's 46... Forever young, forever young. All right, so I'm going to say this does not look like a remorseful person. You burn down somebody's house, and your mugshot really looks like I'm really in for the next Twisted Metal game. If they reboot Spawn, she should play Killer Clown. She should play Killer Clown. Just in general. Fucking Mr. Q. Wow, Chrissy Mayer's sister looks cracked out. I almost wish I have ever met her, talked to her. I could be like, hey, let's get her on the line. So we're looking at your sister, and apparently she set a porch on fire. Your thoughts? But alas, I am not in them circles. So, oh dear Lord. Michelle Young, 46, already not living up to the branding. Tuesday at 4:38 p.m., Vineyard Street, gathered items from the area, set on fire. Oh boy. So she built a fire. Reckless use of fire, possession of drug paraphernalia. Is the drug paraphernalia a lighter? Is that what we're calling drug paraphernalia? Or did this hippie bitch have like a bowl? Once again, weed strikes again, because after all, weed is always your friend. Look, lady, I don't know if you're doing yourself a favor or a disservice, but I'm going to say you're doing us a disservice with the whole paraphernalia, because I bet you it was weed. Maybe her vibrator caught fire from the ferocious cunt punching she was participating in. On a neighbor's porch? Landers? On a neighbor's porch? I mean, I get it, but if she's starting a bushfire on a neighbor's porch, we need to be talking about this as a sexual assault or something like that. We can't just be scoffing at the crime like, oh, well, she kind of set the porch on fire. Yeah, but she did it with her vagina, all right? This lady is apparently spewing flames from her labia. Somebody stop this woman. Skeezy Whitefish. Possession of drug paraphernalia? No freaking way. Yeah, when I see a face like that, that doesn't say on meth at all.
It happened just after 4:30 p.m. yesterday on Vineyard Street. Police say when they arrived on scene, 46-year-old Michelle Young was standing on the porch. She told them a friend lived in the home, but the resident who saw the incident on her home security camera said she didn't know this woman at all and had never seen her before. Young is charged with reckless use of fire and possession of drug paraphernalia.
I think I want to find that video. April took a turn for the worse. What? Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord, no. Oh, Lord, no. Oh, I'm going to look this up. Control C. I want the door footage. I want the door footage. Otherwise, we got one last story from the first hour. And that's good because we're almost out of time in the second hour. So we might want to pull that off. That's what she said. All right, let's go. Boop and boop and boop. No answer at a friend's house. I want the security footage. Door footage, local woman answers, someone opens fire on her front door. Yeah, nope. No footage. I want to see the footage. God damn it. God damn it to heck shoot. Let's check one other place. Oh, and I have to see if I can get a story that they had there before. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. All right, so there we go with that. And then this other one, Reddit. Removed. Oh, not Reddit, Wikipedia. Fuck me. Wikipedia. Nope, not the definition of recession. Wikipedia. That's an interesting one. They changed the definition of a recession in June of 2022 to fit Biden's new narrative and then lock the page so no one could edit it. Awesome. Wikipedia removed. Give me the thing. I need this thing. It's taking too long. Come on. Wikipedia removed. What is it? 1977. Why can't I find this about the story? Fuck you. View all. Church of God, trans, seriously, bishop, all worlds, transgender, the guy who tried to assassinate. Bill, load more. Where's the one about Wikipedia? Wikipedia removed a page about the way to the theory to overthrow a government, and I fucking can't remember the name of it, but it was very, very ironic considering the way that they recommended doing it. So that was the thing. All right, we can't find the video. Fuck that. We're moving on. We have this last story to get to from the first hour. Oh wow, and it's dramatic. So our last story, I masturbate on my neighbor's porch. Oh, Jesus, Landers. It's not uncommon as one might think. Or maybe your actions aren't as okay as you might think. Your actions might not be as common as you believe. Well, I'm doing it, so clearly everybody must be. We caught this guy jerking it on somebody's porch. Hey, thank you, AOC. Hey, when has jerking it on someone's porch been illegal? RICO is not a crime. And RICO spanking it on your porch is also not a crime. Actually, yes, that's highly a crime. That is public indecency. That is a sex crime. You become a a sexual predator, technically. So, yeah, no, that is a crime. Does she practice that face? I don't think she practices that face. But what if that's her O face? Let's. Can we load that story back up for a second for that? Just for that picture. Where is There's Speaker Johnson. Porch, no answer. Here we go. Oh, I shouldn't have had the audio up that high. I got booped. All right, so let's go down. Is there a picture of her in this? Nope, we just have to hit play on this and get to the picture.
A Burlington woman is facing charges after police say she set fire to a porch.
Burlington Coat
According
Factory.
to a Des Moines County arrest affidavit.
So just imagine, you're having a nice night out and just, oh boy, oh, I'm almost there. And then this is what you get. Oh yeah! She comes like the Kool-Aid man. Oh God, oh God, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Just fucking Jesus. She crushes through a wall. Fucking look over, see that Joker mask? Like, just, no, man. You're so desperate. You are so desperate. You're like, hey, man, a slump buster's a slump buster. She's 47. I'll just close my eyes and pretend it's a hotter lady, right? She just go to, and then, every once in a while you look up and you're like, okay, all right. At least she's enjoying herself. This is for me now. Let's focus on me. We're doing this. And all of a sudden she's like, look at me. And you're just like, oh, and you're just immediately limp. Your dick goes so soft it comes out your ass. You have a prolapsed urethra. Jesus. Said it before and I'll say it again. Meth is a hell of a drug, huh? Fucking Christ. All right, let's go ahead and get over to this. My last story from the first hour is a male version of pink sock. Well, I mean, they call it dog tail. Hot dogging it. All right, so my last story from the first hour, as we wrap up the second hour, is about a school. Now, I don't like talking about schools because I have a daughter in one, so I hate hearing about how they're turning to shit. But I have to say, I would laugh my balls off if I found out that a school asked if she was a fifth grader, if a school asked my fifth grade daughter to participate in this. I would laugh so hard when this homework came around. And go. Crisis in
Somerset County parents say.
Hold on. This is not, I'll say this. You're going to have to really give me I got a high bar for, what was it, crisis in our classrooms? Crisis in the classroom. It's a crisis in the classroom.
Two Somerset County parents say they were surprised to find what they say is an alarming assignment brought home by their fifth grade daughter last Thursday. Our Bailey Wojcik spoke with them today and shares their reactions.
All right. Crisis in the classroom. I've kind of given my a little bit of a tip of my hat to what it might be and how I think it's hilarious. So go ahead and throw me your theories. I'll say right now, if any of you suggest that it's like teachers doing stuff to kids or kids doing stuff with teachers, shame on you. I said this would be hilarious, not disgusting. Shame on you. So guess what? What we're going to have the five. Remember, fifth graders, young, impressionable age. We have to teach them about the world and how it operates. Racist crayons again? Oh, boy. Racist crayons again would be fun. But unfortunately, let me just say, if you're aiming for a target, you haven't hit a bullseye, but you are womp ratting in the vicinity. So just putting that out there. ISIS in the bathroom. Ooh, ISIS in the bathroom. How do we get ISIS in the bathroom? I don't feel like ISIS in the bathroom is a good idea. But how does that happen as a whole? All right, let's go ahead and find out what indeed is going on in, I think, Indiana? 5th grade, so they caught some kid jerking it to the National Geographic titties. Again, fanatical Bucks fan, I prefaced this with I found the premise of this hilarious. I don't know if you know this or not. I wouldn't find the premise of kids spanking it to National Geographic hilarious. Like, that kid was beating his meat like a redheaded stepchild. He was making paper mache in 4th period. No, you don't understand. The National Geographic had a typo. He was just making some whiteout. He's just spanking it to the boobs, man. Spanking it to the boobs. Not okay with that. I'm not okay with National Geographic being available to kids so they can use as pornographic material. Right, again, sexual content. Right time, right place.
Ottawa Township parents Kenneth and...
Speaking of right time, right place, let me do that again.
Assignment brought home by their 5th grade daughter last Thursday. Our Bailey Wojcik spoke with them today and shares their reactions.
Ottawa Township.
Hey, Bailey, how you doing? I don't know if I'm believing. Part of me believes like this face looks doctored, right? Like not the nose, not the cheeks, not the lips, but something about the eyes maybe. It's just slightly off. And then,
Parents Kenneth and Sharon Poole tell us their daughter brought home an assignment last week instructing students to pretend to be a white master looking to buy a slave.
We got one!
I would laugh so hard. Dad, I just got home from school and I have an assignment. All right, honey, Daddy will try to help you. Now remember, especially with math, Daddy likes to proof check his work with his phone before he helps you. But Spy Pigeon, my teacher was never that cool. Right? My teacher was never that cool. Daddy will be my slave. Dude, not only will I help my daughter buy a slave, I'm going to be like, all right, so what is this slave for? Like, I'm going to go full hog on this, and people will be like, that's horrible. No, it isn't. It's historically accurate. The best way to avoid repeating history is to remember it fully. So now my daughter's buying a slave, right? So what are we looking for? We're looking for a slave to do what? Are we talking manual labor? Are we talking, is this going to be because that is a different type of skill set. Is there going to be a background? What age is the slave? Do we get to dock the price based on age? Is there a refund policy? How do we know that this is a quality slave? St. Caesar, where is hobo chili recipe? Don't worry, I'm sure me and Aaron have the same stomping grounds. This story will absolutely make its way to his lips. Lo and behold, can I get a BOGO? Look, I'm just saying, if I buy two, can I get a bulk discount? I'm helping you as much as you're helping me. Now, to be clear, because some people are stupid and I have to explain jokes, I am not suggesting realistically that children should participate in a program where they buy children as slaves or act that out. But I am saying the entire premise is hilarious. I am saying laughing at the idea is hilarious. And the idea is, again, something that children might want to learn. The premise of treating other people as property. I don't know that we want to exercise it with 5-year-olds. I feel like this is more an adult, like dare I say, like senior in high school or college level experiment. We need people, and maybe even then it's not good enough. We need people old enough and smart enough to go, we're not saying you do this. We're saying understand the mindset of treating other people as property because it's happened before. And if you can't understand that mindset at all, how are you going to help avoid it in the future? Because I'll tell you right now, plenty of people like treating other people as property. Real question is, how soon can we get them? Right now, Mike, is there a freshness date on these? All right, again, fifth graders though, fifth graders. Okay, I'm just saying, fifth grade might not be the time for. Hey, so you know your friend who you play Call of Duty with? How much would you give me for him? No, I mean like permanently. No, just hear me out. Hear me out. Here's what I'm saying. We do this whole thing exactly like slavery. So we go up to a couple of the kids and we go, hey, look, we kind of want to buy your friend Timmy. He's got a really fast quarter mile. Doesn't mind working in the sun. Let's just say we see potential. So we'd like to buy Timmy. But obviously, Timmy's parents aren't going to sell him. So we need you to abduct Timmy for us. And then after you abduct Timmy, we're going to take him to a new place. A wonderful place. He's going to go on a cruise. And after we get him, we're going to take him and we're going to use him to do whatever the hell we want. Let me correct myself. After we take him, we're going to go to another country and we're going to sell him to people who will use him to do pretty much whatever the hell they want. We don't really care about the condition that they get treated or left in. And because you're so willing to sell all your friends out for a couple of candy bars, I'm sure we'll have no shortage of slaves. Like, we don't do it whole hog. We just do wasn't slavery horrible? They bought and sold people. Yeah, can we get back to the part where the first people to do the selling were the people who were like, hey, you want to come see this really cool thing I got behind this bush? And as soon as like, what? I'll sell you this guy for $50. Like, that's what happened with slavery. Do they have a return customer discount? Right. Now, if I bring my slave back, do I get it on an EBT card? Like, how does the money work?
So on Thursday morning, we got an assignment in our daughter's schoolwork folder.
So on Thursday morning, we got an assignment in our daughter's schoolwork folder, and I thought for the life of me, well, that's not true. I grew up I grew up being told that the golden days of buying Negroes were over. I love how they act so shocked and appalled. This is the thing that fuels the whole, reparation, slavery was so super evil. Because and they think, again, yeah, it's a horrible practice. You know what else was a horrible practice? Giving people, not tuberculosis, not TB, giving people sickle cell to study them, kind of fucking with them, to Tuskegee experiments. That was a horrible practice. Giving people smallpox blankets, that was a horrible practice. Humans have done some very, very horrible shit when they want to take over a new area. Spoiler alert, what does it seem like's happening right now? A whole wave of people breaking down fences with no regard for anyone else because they just want to come in here and live here. It's why I say you gotta kind of guard the borders. We've been horrible pieces of shit in the past. That doesn't mean we have to let everyone else be horrible pieces of shit right now. I got $400 on the big one. Thank you, Spy Pigeon. Now you're playing the game. Russia had a terrorist attack. That sounds impressive. I've got an hour and a half left. Maybe send me a link. We might talk about it. Let's get back to they made my white baby buy a slave.
And it depicted
oh boy. How do I get the goddamn caption off? Off. Oh, boy. Guys, I have good news and I have hilarious news. The good news, this bit's going to keep on going for a little bit. The hilarious news, you guys in the chat have not been the most offensive thing. Look at this. Auction. Winnings go to the highest bidder. There's hearts drawn on the paper. Winnings go to the highest bidder. It's like you're making this just to be offensive. Oh, wow. Number one, job description. I would like to make a sleigh... Oh my God. Job description. I would like a male slave that will collect and grow cotton, rice, tobacco, and wheat. And then they put and erased also keep me company. Also keep me company. Couldn't stay on the form. The nicest thing about the whole job description. Look, I want someone to help work my fields and maybe help me not feel so alone. No. We don't want you mixing with these people. Look, they can pick the cotton. They can pick the rice. They can grow the tobacco. They can grow the wheat. But when it comes to being your friend, stick to your own. I mean, come on, man. That does not look good. Also, keep me company. 5 of 6. Thank God we didn't dock them for that one. Living quarters was apparently the issue. Oh, God, this picture is worth 1,000 words. How can it get worse than U.S.? Another question is, where the fuck is Hobo? Right? Hobo missed out on an amazing Friday, and I gotta be a part of Monday because I imagine this stuff's gonna get talked about on Monday. There's no way this story sits until Monday. The wheat was for white cake. Thank you, Mr. Q. The wheat was for white cake. Good God. 5 of 6. So the only point we docked was from the living quarters thing. Apologies, I don't normally pick scabs on air, but I felt that thing hanging off like a tag. Watch, it's going to start bleeding like a goddamn gusher because it's a stupid skin scrape. But it does seem like after we picked it off there that, hey, yeah, no, there's a little red mark, but as long as that stays fine, we'll be good by Monday. Alrighty, got that horrible piece of crap off my face. Anyone have Hobo's number? Look, I'd love Hobo chili recipe and Dead Fool, fuck David Chandler. I'd love a whole bunch of people to come in and join us right now. We could have a whole bunch of fun with this, but unfortunately we don't have it. So I don't see a problem here, Johnny. What do you mean you don't see a problem? They're only asking, again, like I said, we're only on the first one. Also keep me company. I feel like that should have been allowed to stay. 2, colony placement. The slave will live in the southern colony, Georgia. The weather there is hot all year round. And it's just a picture of him or somebody. Is that a gun or is that a rifle or is that a broom? Is he holding a stick? What's in his arms? And then, okay. Just, oh my God, this is bad. It's a whip. Oh. You know what it is? It's a switch. Rule of thumb. Rule of thumb. I know they made that rule for women. It also counts for... All right. Number 3, living quarters. The slave will live in a... cluster whatever shack with a bed, dresser, and mini table. I will lay nice clothes for the slave every day. The slave will also eat with the family. I will also treat them nicely. The one that gets docked is the... Are we really making a you can't mix with them rule? I mean, come on. I get it, that's not historically accurate, but at least let them whitewash it a little. Cheeseburger pie. Wrong! Look, I don't know who you think you are, but if you're coming up in here and you're telling me you're going to sit down and eat dinner with your slave, you are wrong. All right? You're wrong. If you are not segregating and separating the races, you're wrong. This is hilarious. This is the best effing thing ever. I did not realize. All right, I'm going to hit play on the story. We've been 39 seconds in for the past couple of minutes. This one's going to take a little time. Thank you again, Bud Britches, and everybody from the Hype Train earlier. The support helps keep the show going. We had a lot of great support yesterday. The show's goal thing is on March 27th. We don't have any comedy shows coming up. Those both got canceled. Well, not canceled. One of them got canceled, and then the other one, they made a scheduling snafu. Boy, shucks, hard and howdy. So we're going back to this and go.
Worksheet that indicated that it was titled Auctions, Winnings to the Highest Bidder. And it was an assignment wherein the fifth graders were supposed to portray slave masters and identify, what qualifications they wanted in their slaves.
The pools.
Okay. All right. I'm going to stop you there and say, yes, sounds bad. My question is, who were the slaves in particular? Who was playing the role of the slaves? Because I'm going to say this. If we didn't make any of the children play the role of the slaves, one, where is your commitment to authenticity? Two, the other real question, what's the problem? All of them were the slave owners. None of them had to be the slaves. And the kid's like, I want them to live with the family and I'm going to treat them nicely. The kid is literally the meme from The Patriot of, we ain't slaves. We free man. We work this land. We ain't allowed to go into town or have any possessions, but we free man. You'd think that would be an animated one.
Say the assignment asked the students to draw and describe the living quarters as well.
No, God, please, no! 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 No!
What do you mean, no? I think all of this is actually quite, again, it's a little early. I think fifth grade, a little early to be like, all right, thought experiment. So you're a slave owner. Like, again, a little early. But how about we crack it off and give it a chance? If there, here's what I'm saying. I'm saying we don't get to be pissed off because it's historically accurate that people own slaves. I don't know if they ever filled out like a slave wanted form. Like, I would like a slave fitting these qualifications. If I could have a slave that would plant my crops and be my friend, I would be so happy. Like, again, I don't know that we could do that. I'd like to buy a female slave so she can tend my laundry and at the end of a long day, floss my dick. Sir, you cannot own a person and use them for personal gratification. Well, what do you think washing my laundry or planting my crops is? That's personal gratification. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to take them clean clothes and I'm going to take that money from them fields and I'm going to go down to the whorehouse and get my willy tugged on. Again, I know this is horrible, but like I said, they're not making any of the kids be the slaves. What's the problem?
Well as various scenarios that would occur on a plantation. They say their daughter lost points when she wrote she would treat the slaves nicely.
I'd like to treat the slaves nicely. Wrong! I just really want to treat the slaves nicely and let them sit with the family and be my friend. What are you, a fan? Whose daddy is penny whipped? Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. And they said their daughter lost points when she wanted to treat this. Again, these aren't actual slaves. We're not actually doing this, which is why the parents shouldn't be too pissed off. And the school shouldn't dox points for people of today looking at that project with today's eyes and today's mindset. It's actually a good thing that she wants to treat her person nicely. That's a good quality. It's not historically accurate, but she's also a fifth grader.
I don't think that we should be teaching our fifth graders or putting them in the frame of mind of what it's like to own another human being or what qualifications hypothetically you want in.
St. Caesar, are we still on air? Just checking. I mean, we should be. Do you not hear stuff? I always hate when people say stuff like that. Is it because we've been sitting on this for so long? At the age of 12, which is fifth grader close, you probably on point. I would have wrote that I wanted one to sleep with, says Mr. Q. Yeah, a lot of the guys, his fifth grade daughter wanted to treat the slave nicely. The other fifth grader that we'll talk to, the boys, like, look, I just want a really beautiful black lady with huge tits, really, really, really big tits.
And I question the educational value of the assignment, because if we're asking our students to pretend to be slave masters or anything like that, why are we giving them points off because they said they treat a slave with empathy, right? Like that.
Because, again, it wasn't historically accurate, but I get it. I get it. I will give this defense. If you're going to treat people like possessions and property, being nice to them, that makes them more the range of a pet. But yeah, again, I don't know why we got to do that. This explains the whole situation, Johnny. Oh, ooh, whole situation. Somebody's interested. We've got 13 minutes until I should do the mandatory smoking thing. Let's boopity back here, boopity up here. Oh. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of Let's Get Popped stuff, and I love South Park, and this is funny, the student athletes thing. But, yeah. All right, let's get back to this. Thank you for the link, though, St. Caesar.
That seems to suggest that there's a certain type of response that is correct or incorrect.
The Pools tell us they contacted the...
He's not wrong, but again, if we're going for historical accuracy, neither is the teacher.
teacher and principal, but they say the school officials were unwilling to remove the assignment or apologize. In response,
Based. We're not removing the assignment. We are not apologizing. Your pussy-ass daughter said that she would buy a slave, sir, and let him eat with her. Is that what you want? Do you want her importing a penis and just having it at the table? Because that's what they're doing. You know what this leads to, sir? A daughter who's run out like a canoe and a gaping size queen. It's never gonna end well. I love that the school isn't like, all right, in hindsight, maybe not the best thing to do. Landers, she wants to keep her slaves warm. It's adorable. Right? And she's got a special sleeve. The father's playing it cool right now. He's like, I don't understand the merits of this assignment. And now he's watching. So she likes Drake, huh? Loves that Drake guy. Fucking Jesus.
the couple says they took to social media.
Oh, thank God. Thank God they took to social media. The platform of fairness and decency. The platform of fairness and decency social media.
Say their Reddit post currently has around 1,000 comments.
And the consensus is just overwhelmingly that this was inappropriate. And I think the point in doing so wasn't to condemn the institution or reprimand any teachers or anything like that. It was just to bring awareness to the fact. And when we tried to do that through the proper channels, it sort of fell flat. So, and again, it's our hope that this will bring awareness to the issue and correct these so that there aren't other little children who are going through this.
In a statement to 6 News, the superintendent of Conemaugh Township Elementary School says the assignment was intended to help students to comprehend slavery, but a different approach should.
Right. Help students to comprehend slavery. Let me put what your idea of comprehension is. Look, slavery was a thing where you came at it going, I need a slave. You got to ask yourself, what kind of slave do you need? Now, what are we going to do for that slave? Well, we're going to give him a place to live. All right. Makes sense. Need him to survive. Otherwise, it's a wasted investment. Okay. I'm also going to make him, have him to keep me company. No. That's not why we be. No. That's not why we buy people. Thank you for not being able to speak. That's not why we buy people. We buy people to get the job done. If you want friends, develop a personality. Or good tits. So, all right, what else? What are you going to do? Well, I'm going to let the slave live with me and eat with me and really be part of the family. No. Slavery was all about treating people as basely repulsive as possible and saying you are nothing more than a human gardening tool, pretty much. So go out there and do me my work. By the way, that's not entirely accurate. There were a lot of, single slave homes where it's there was one slave and he worked with the place. Now, was that person treated well? I have no fucking idea. Probably not. People are kind of gross and disgusting, but it doesn't. Oh, I'm losing myself. Hey, we've got 8 minutes before I should smoke some more weed, and we've got about an hour and 15 left in the show. So we're going to keep this going. If you're having fun, support the show. It'd be appreciated. Bits, subs, sound drops, all that jazz. Racist homework go.
Should have been taken. The assignment has been eliminated from the class, and the district deeply apologizes to all who were offended by the assignment. The matter is otherwise being handled internally, and measures are being taken to ensure that an unfortunate event like this does not happen again.
It's important to advocate for your children, right? I mean, at 10, they may not identify a problem, but when they're growing up later, they're going to wonder. They're going to see this thing and think, oh my God, and why didn't your parents speak up for you, right?
No. At 10, I'm not going to do that assignment and then later look up oh my God, why didn't my parents speak up for me? No. At 10, I'm going to do that assignment and later in life going, I completely undervalued the potential here. Did we have to stick it within the societal norms of that time? Because I'll tell you right now, people are all right, explain what you're going to do for your slave. All right, I need a slave capable of heavy lifting, and I need a slave capable of extensive education. What are you going to do for your slave? Well, I'm going to give my slave premium living quarters and everything I can to make my slave as healthy and physically able as possible. What do you need your slave for? Well, I'm going to use my slave to rob banks. Now, the reason is because back then, banks were incredibly easy to knock over, and it was very easy to get away with it as a crime, because if you knocked over a bank and got away with it, traveling to another territory, just calling yourself Duke was enough to get away with it. So I feel like what me and the slave will need to do is continue to steal money. And the reason we're having the slave involved with it is because it's called expendable. Now, the final question comes, is this a tax-deductible resource? Oh, Saint Caesar, I don't know what you're talking about.
We, as parents, we have an obligation to represent our children and to help them and make sure that they are okay.
Oh, did I mute this? I did.
Hope that other schools can learn from this. Couple says they're relieved to hear the assignment has been pulled from the class, and they hope that other schools can learn from this. Reporting Somerset County, Bailey Wojcik, 6 News.
I just don't know why we didn't just ask Bailey to talk about her assignment and the paperwork she filled out. She just wants to treat the slave like a member of the family. This woman looks like she's doing a school project. No, I'm guessing isn't she the daughter? Oh, it is turning red. I knew I shouldn't have pulled that scab flaking off my head off. I knew I should have let it flake out some more. Now I'm going to look stupid for the next hour of the show. That's great. Alrighty, so we do, again, have an hour show. Bailey Wojcik. Bailey Wojcik. More like Bailey J. All right, so we've got that done. Your third eye is opening, LOL. Yep, that's what it is. That's what it is. I am a converted. No, we're not doing it. I've simply found my chakra, and it might shock you. All right, let's clear. Holy crap, we have an hour and 10 or so left in the show. We're just now starting our second hour story. Oh, let's pull the audio down quick while we load these. Second hour stories. Oh, boy. We've got another one. The kids ain't going to be all right. And, oh, man, we got a 102-year-old man who is apparently being ordered to clean up graffiti. That'll be great to talk about. Oh, Minnesota courts. Yes, we're talking about the Minnesota court thing. A Ramsey Court District has weighed in on powerlifting in Minnesota. And I'll say, if you know Minnesota, we don't disappoint on this one. We kick right to the side of the line that you wouldn't expect. We have a video describing what it's like to be a plus-size passenger on an airplane. We've seen these before, but we'll see what's more in store for this one. We have an article about a hot air balloon that also in Minnesota. Why are people flying hot air balloons in Minnesota? Oh, and we don't just have an article. We have a video. So we're going to watch that. The FDA has weighed in on marijuana, and they are saying that as a Schedule I drug, marijuana is currently the same category of the hardest drugs like heroin and LSD, but they are also saying it has a legitimate medicinal purpose. It's really weird how that one kind of gets thrown in there like that. Let's, all those are loaded. Marijuana good. And marijuana good. He's not the cookie monster. He's the weed monster. Just looks like Oscar the Grouch. What is it? What is the I like cookies? That's what. All right. I like nuggets. That's what I like to smoke. Load a nugget and smoke it till you're broke. LSD is awesome. I don't trust the FDA, says Skeezy Whitefish. I don't either, but what they're telling us is news we've known for a very, 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 very long time. Kind of like how when we were all saying, hey, this COVID thing isn't what you made it out to be. This vaccine ain't what you made it out to be. And then they kind of went, hey, guys, turns out COVID, meh, not as big a deal. Turns out the vaccine, not as effective as we thought. And we're all like, yeah, told you that. But this one goes back even further. So in a way, it's kind of more egg on face. Crashes in Minnesota are a... Uh-oh. He's asking for the bit. We don't have... that's Minnesota court ordered for that. That's the 12-year-old one. Lady went viral for... I don't know. All right, yeah, I can't do the bit. I'm sorry. I've done it twice today, and it's all locked up at the moment, and I'm committing to the bit of the 420 thing, which is like a second away. Skeezy Whitefish, weed is terrible. Haven't you seen Reefer Madness? I'm really sick of the people who act like Reefer Madness was an actual documentary still being alive. But I missed it. You missed one. I did the other one just for you because you missed it. I'm sorry, homie. 420. I'm left with a hole in my heart. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mikey. I'm sorry. But I've got a really sore arm, and I haven't slept, and I did the bit, and I got a whole stories thing to go, and we've got an hour left of the show, and it's all falling apart. And I do have to literally make some hard call decisions, calls, and flows things this weekend that I'm not looking forward to. So that's going to be super duper fun. But before we all do that, let's have a little bit of fun with this one. This story is from Detroit, and we recently were talking about the schools giving assignments.
They say they go
to students underage. I made my ex-wife watch Reefer Madness, and she thought it was a joke and not real propaganda. That's the worst part. It's completely real propaganda. The people in it doing the stuff don't believe what they're doing, but they're selling the whole bit because they're told to. I'm doing my job. It's weird when you think about it. In terms of a society, we used to be so free. Were we, though? Were we free, or was the propaganda and the delusionary like stuff, was that all more completely normalized and centralized? Have we kind of horseshoed? You know? As we grew up and out, we became more and more free and more able as a society. We peaked right at the beginning of the internet of information and being free and all that stuff meant a lot more. And then we've been eroding the rights and everything else, and now we're coming back to like centralized government news media and the propaganda stuff. Skeezy Whitefish saying America's never truly been free. I absolutely believe that. Yeah, you're right. We've never been truly free. But what I'm saying is in terms of information, dialogue, and discussion, it's like we grew and got more freedom, and now we're going back to having less freedom. Because, again, they were making propaganda back then, too. Anyways, enough about that. Let's go over here and check out what's new in Detroit.
To the Outback Steakhouse in Livonia multiple times a month. 12-year-old Mikhail always gets a virgin strawberry daiquiri, but this time
12-year-old Mikhail gets a virgin strawberry daiquiri. Please tell me we get to see Mikhail. Please tell me we get to see Mikhail. Eric Zwilling saying, hey, Johnny, I'm back. Welcome back to the show. Oh, no. One down. Where did it go? This is why I can't drop shit. This is why dropping shit is bad. Oh, no, it's gone. Oh, wait, there it is. Spotted it at the last second. Damn thing needs to be a glow stick. Alrighty, Eric's willing. Message retracted. Oh, no, message retracted. Hey, Johnny, I'm back. Message retracted. That's not okay. Now I got to wipe the chat. I don't know why you can't have that message be in there. That was completely acceptable. All right, nice freeze frame. It's not bad. Thank you, Skeezy Whitefish. The chat box back up. Let's go ahead and go.
it definitely was no virgin.
It didn't taste like how when I had it the other times, and it just didn't taste normal.
God damn it. God damn it. Oh my God, the story couldn't get better. Why was it a strawberry daiquiri? Is it normal? Oh, he just really loves fruity drinks. No reason. F question mark. What do you mean? The lady? Maybe.
A taste unfamiliar to this 12-year-old. Rum, a few big gulps, then a funny feeling, he says.
My head started hurting when I was leaving, and my heart started beating as I was drinking it.
And my heart started beating as I was drinking it. Right, because you have never had any booze, and you guzzled a strawberry daiquiri. one that you probably should not have been having, and for your size. Just say metabolize pretty fast, pretty hard, right? Oh, man. So they are raising a twink, preparing him for future daiquiris. Landers. Slaves, plural. Johnny wants multiple slaves. Landers, you don't put together a heist crew with one slave. One slave does not a bank robbing crew make. You're going to need a plethora of slaves. You're going to need a plethora of assistants with the slaves. The 3, 4, to maybe even 5 slaves that you're going to need for the actual work, those are the people doing the work. But you're going to need the setup crew, the people that can be the faces to go in, the matchstick men that you can tear away and burn down when they're no longer necessary. You need to get those people together. You can't do it with just one. I'm not fucking MacGyver. I'm just saying, how about some dynamite, some horses, and some guns, and we take some motherfucking money? Grow cotton? What are you, boring? Let's GTA this thing. Grand Theft America.
Were you a little bit scared?
Yeah.
Grandma Yolanda Collins took a sip to see.
We don't drink, so we couldn't tell whether there was alcohol in there or not, but after that, he started letting us know that his heart was kind of racing.
Flagging down the server, who relayed their concern to the bartender, who confirmed they made a big mistake, adding alcohol to the slushy drink. And Grandma has receipts, literally.
It's supposed to be a virgin daiquiri, but it says a daiquiri.
The restaurant comped the meal and apologized, but the booze was hitting this 6th grader, so they took him to the hospital right away.
I would like to point out that I'm not trying to be mean to these people. It's really awesome that you took your 6-year-old nephew, grandson, whatever, to the hospital. We don't drink, which is why it's kind of excusable. But, I mean, come on. Welcome to the ER. What's the reason for your visit? Yeah, my grandson, he's had too much to drink. He got accidentally liquored up. Yo, motherfucker, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Yeah, he doesn't behave like this. It's the booze in him. Medications given. Acetaminophen. They gave him a Tylenol. They gave him a sizable extra strength Tylenol.
Diagnosis was accidental exposure to alcohol and accidental ingestion.
There wasn't much that could be done. A Tylenol and some rest, then his first hangover the next day at 12 years old.
I didn't want
So what? So what? It was an accident. It wasn't intentional. It's not like the kid got fucked up and ordered 4 more. All right? Oh, you drank a blood thinner. Here, have some more blood thinners. Yes, Bobby Bologna, but the blood thinners that they're giving you are to help with the headache. And they're also suggesting that the ones they give you be taken with a healthy dose of water. It's, again, the, okay, the kid's like 12 years old. Even if you gave him the rum straight that was in that drink, you're not so fucked up that you need to go to the hospital. Was he puking? Was he blackout drunk? No, he just felt a little funny and his heart felt racing. Why? Because he's drinking. He didn't know.
Have to have an alcoholic experience this way.
Grandma calling for better training.
Grandma calling for better training. Hey, why is damn it, I need Aaron right now. Why is what's her name from Special Victims Unit here? Things have really gone downhill for her.
According to this statement from Outback Corporate, quote, "We take this situation very seriously and are thankful that the child involved was not seriously harmed. We have taken the appropriate disciplinary action and all our bar and staff has been retrained to ensure this does not happen again," end quote.
Just hope that.
Right. I'm disappointed. Now I'm like, hey, man, I want you to get my kid fucked up. All right.
Don't make the mistake again.
A lot of kids get those non-alcoholic drinks, and we know mocktails are a big thing right now. Let this be your warning to double and triple check. Just
Mocktails. Mocktails. Da-na-na-na. You thought it was a daiquiri, now you're drunk. Mocktails. Woohoo! You like fruity drinks because you're a punk. They're mocktails. Woohoo! How far did he get into the drink before they realized? He took 2 big gulps, as they described it. He took 2 big gulps before he realized something was amiss. He then alerted his grandmother, who had a sip and could not tell if something was amiss. He then told them how he was feeling, and they got a server. He didn't even finish the thing. I'm guessing at best he consumed maybe half of it. Mr. Q, 12 years old, I was drinking 30 packs of Old Milwaukee Best and chewing tobacco till I puked. Wow. Mr. Q proving that some people just don't die. He's been at it for a while. I thought Aaron was a lightweight. Damn. Yeah, dude, I can excuse the kid being a lightweight, but I feel like everybody overreacted in this situation. He did not get that effed up. You gave him an Advil and he went home. You gave him an Advil and he went home. All right. We have, again, an hour left in the show. Thank you for being part of it. We're going to, I forgot to do this earlier. We're going to link the PayPal, the Venmo, all of that fun stuff. If you want to help support our wee little program, we say thank you. So here is the PayPal, the Venmo, all of those things. We'll throw those up while we do our last hour here, rounding out what has been an awesome show. Crisis 31 or 310S saying LOL. Well, good to, or Chrissy 310S saying LOL. Well, thank you for joining the program. These are also in the descriptions, so you can access them there. And we have the bits, the subs, the Rumble rants, all of that also helps keep us doing the show. So, all right, I was worried you were going limp on me for a minute. Sorry, talking to the microphone. Let's keep going with a couple other things we have left. An hour left in the program. Thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Love seeing all the people. Numbers are really, really good. It's weird. They kind of ebb on YouTube and Twitch early, and then they or flow on YouTube and Twitch early, and they ebb on Rumble, and they just kind of, and right now we're in a middle point, which is really nice. So let's get to this next one about the news loves hailing old people for being old people. So we're going to do this story and talk about this guy who's apparently ordered to clean graffiti or face fines. A 102-year-old Oakland man is ordered. So he better be the one laying the graffiti on the paint. And, hey, what's up, Blondie Thirst Trap? I'll even say this. You can say, like, hey, man, whatever. No, that lady looks nice.
Then the city of Oakland cited the man who uses a wheelchair because of the graffiti. KTVU's Tom Vakar joins us now after spending some time with the man and his family. Tom.
Holy Jesus. KTV's Tom Vakar looks like Flat Top from Dick Tracy. He retired from a life of crime, and now he does the news. Holy Jesus. We wanted an old man to talk about it because we knew he could relate.
Enforcing any printed law. Now, after spending some time with the man.
What the fuck is with that? That looks like he has a completely flat head. He looks like he has a completely flat head, and someone just made like a fake cotton doily to just put over it. This looks photoshopped. Like if somebody came in here with like, you know, well, literally Photoshop and just thank you, asshole. This looks photoshopped. Like somebody came in here with but somebody came in here with Photoshop and drew his hair on. All right. Cheeseburger Pie is saying the only number that matters is I'm here. That is very, very much true in some ways. But I would say that matters for me to each of you. The only number that matters is you're here. The only problem is it isn't the only number that matters. The biggest number that matters for me is being able to continue doing it. That's the number. But let's go to, again, graffiti on the wall. Grandpa in a wheelchair has to clean it off. And a, was it 80s or 90s? I thought the Dick Tracy movie was in the 90s. It was Madonna, peak hotness Madonna in movies. So late 80s, early 90s? I'll say late 80s.
Man and his family, Tom.
You know, like enforcing any printed law, it takes judgment and discernment in knowing how and when.
In knowing how and when. I don't like him. I'm just saying. Should have stayed in Dick Tracy land.
Wheelchair-bound, Oakland-born, 102 years old, Victor Silva Sr. often finds graffiti painted onto his back fence of his Oakland home where he's lived and paid taxes for 80 years. Earlier this month, he got a violation citation from the city of Oakland to remove it by Tuesday the 19th or face an $1,100 fine plus an additional $1,277 for each failed reinspection.
It was so absurd, it's like a joke. If you drive around the city and see the graffiti everywhere, it's just, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, right. So who are the people that are supposed to fix the stop signs? I'm disappointed. Oh, boo. How bad is that hellhole? Egg Picker getting it exactly right. Let's not catch the people doing the graffiti, but go after the old man. Yeah, let's go after the old guy. Let's not worry about the actual people doing the graffiti. Let's just go after the old guy. After all, I'm so sorry. I was hoping this story was going to be this old man, he had paint. He said, Nick, aren't that quaint? I thought we were going to find an old man who put up graffiti somewhere and it would be something like, no homeless allowed or whatever. And we filed it off under graffiti. No, we're literally punishing a 102-year-old man in a wheelchair for having the audacity to live in Oakland.
Somebody's crazy. In his younger years, before the wheelchair, he often painted over the graffiti himself.
Had a roller and a paintbrush and painted it. It was very, very easy. Because I was a contractor, I'll be 103 in 2 months or so. That slowed up a little bit,
These days, that task falls to his 70.
These days, he's running for president. And I really think we need to do something to save the middle class so people like me don't have to repaint the graffiti on our house. Kennedy's RFK.
Year-old son, Victor Jr.
It's hard to keep up with it because as soon as we get it painted, it's going to be graffiti on it again. And it won't last.
But like you said, there's graffiti right there. Who's fixing that?
Now this utility box has 6 different kinds of graffiti on it. I wonder if the utility got a citation. The family owns a nearby small
go back.
Utility got a
No one is illegal when we all share the same sky. Oh, dear God.
Citation. The family owns.
No one is illegal when we all share the same sky. Hey, that's graffiti. That's a crime. You're now illegal. No one is illegal. I'm going to commit a crime to prove it.
Owns a nearby small commercial building which has been broken into 3 times in the last year. On one occasion, Victor Jr. found a person inside. In each case, he called 911.
And I'm put on hold every time. So it's hard to understand where our tax dollars are going. They can't.
No, it's not. It's not hard to understand where your tax dollars are going. You have a system that is taking your money and collectively telling you to go F yourself while they funnel it into overbloated programs to help the quote-unquote less fortunate. And what they don't tell people is they're helping the less fortunate into golden handcuffs. And while they help the less fortunate into golden handcuffs, they fuck you over too. And there's actually a thing that Reddit took a post down, not Reddit, Wikipedia took a post down that had been going viral about a theory written in like 1977 or something, saying that if you wanted to like end capitalism or a capitalistic country, what you would want to do is you want to hasten the fall of that country through capitalism. And you do that by overburdening the society with debt and issues that they can't just immediately solve, and then also overburdening the government, which is overinflated already, with issues like, say, massive, rampant, uncontrolled immigration. So literally, in the 70s, there was a paper like, hey, if you really wanted to F up a country like, say, America, best way to do it. Boom. And now Wikipedia took that off their page. Don't want people looking that up. But, says, haha, lab, skeezy. We have a war in Ukraine to pay for asshole. Skeezy Whitefish, I'm for it. Those damn boomers are the ones responsible for the society. Oh, no. They're not responsible. They're just the ones that came before us. This has been a long time coming that they've been roping us into this shit.
Answer 911, but they could come out and hassle you about a fence.
I had to ask, how does one live to 102 or 103?
Very easy.
How does one I had to ask, how does one live to 102 or 103? Because I'm just curious. So do I look like I have another 3 years in me? How does one? I mean, seriously. It's pretty easy, actually. You're responsible, like, fuck you, I'm not giving you any tips, Grandpa. You look as old as I am.
Just keep breathing and, behave yourself.
I would hate to think that there's other 100-year-old people that are being harassed like this. Oakland has to change. It's just the system's not working.
Right. The system's not working. And I voted for people that said they would make it better if I just let them do everything. So the system has to change. It's not working. Do your job. Rusty Grammar, but Johnny, we couldn't survive without government. Actually, yeah, that's true. We can't survive without government. If we had no government in this country, we would be taken over by another government. Why are third world... What is one thing third world countries don't have 9 times out of 10 that countries like ours totally exploit? Little to no government. They have no real defense. They have no real government, so they're easily exploited, and they get mined for minerals and other shit. And that would be what happens to America without government. But the problem is government needs restraints. And we've taken the restraints off for way, way, way too long. And we have 2 parties that are both not interested in restraints. Draining the essence of children is how he got that old. Well, then, Toastmaster, he should be attacking the people. What don't they have? Immunity from CIA intervention? I don't know. Now I don't know what we're talking about. Now I'm getting confused. And I'll be honest, I am a cripple who talks out his ass, so maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about. Entirely possible. So, do we want to do this one? This one's a written story, and it's sad, and it's Minnesota, and I imagine I'm going to talk about it Monday, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to do this one instead. We've got about 45 minutes left in the program. Thank you for being here. If you want to support the show, I would appreciate it. We have Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble that we're broadcasting on, but you can support us directly. Excuse me, now I need to burp. You can support us directly through PayPal, Venmo, the Rumble rants, all of that. It all helps, and we appreciate. Excuse me, I have to burp again. Anything you can do to support the show. Click it. Pin it. All right, there we go. So there we are. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And we're good. So there we are. Let's go ahead and get to. We have a lady who wants to explain the difficulties of dealing with travel as a plus-sized woman. Now, I'm not someone who thinks you should mercilessly rip on a plus-sized lady as a passenger on a plane. I don't think you should do a show ripping on a plus-sized lady as a passenger on a plane. But when that plus-sized lady has a TikTok called Curvy Chronicles and promotes this content freely, she opens herself to criticism. The same way anyone can criticize me, hell, the chat does it all the time. So let's go ahead and go. Boop. Saint Caesar saying, when did Melton make this video? It's not Patrick Melton. This lady is surprisingly larger than that. I like that if we just take the first frame of this, I'm plus size on a plane. If you're listening and not watching, we're looking at a rather sizable lady in a pink jacket, hoodie, top thing. Talk about being plus sized on a plane. And it says, I'm plus size and on a plane. If we took the and out of that, it almost sounds like a 911 call. 911, what's your emergency? I'm plus size on a plane. Egg Picker saying Melton tried roasting your show. Melton tried roasting. Oh my God. Sweet Jesus. Please someone tell me there's a place I can have a link of this. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see a video. I'll break it down in the overtime segment or whatever if you can give me a link. Is about a week ago. Oh, well, then fuck it. So the fart sound drop is stupid. Oh, you mean the fart sound drop that the audience uses? Yeah, this guy's dumb. He lets his audience have fun on the show. What a... He tried ripping on my show. I have maybe the same viewership or more than not during. He has more live, but like he doesn't get like residual views. Like I get like 150 on Rumble for things. We're up to like 100 on YouTube, and it's like almost 200 on Twitch. So when you add those all together, I mean, I'm doing almost 500 views a video. But obviously, no shit, the channel doesn't do a huge amount of live viewers while we're live. Of course he did. Of course he failed. Of course he failed. So you know what? All right, game on, buddy. So here we have Patrick Melton's TikTok. Picking on little old me. I mean, isn't God done it enough? How low do you have to go to be like, this guy doesn't have a huge channel, he's struggling to get by. I bet I could call him a piece of shit and say, well, his fart bit thing is stupid. Aw. Patty 3 Seats isn't even funny. He doesn't even sell tickets. Patrick doesn't even sell tickets unless it's to seats at a buffet. Wow. That is hilarious. I'm going to say that was 250 channel points wasted. What was 250 channel points wasted? The chart. All right, you know what, St. Caesar, here we go. Here's your, I'm sorry that you didn't get your full audio quality chart. Let's go over to that. I believe the, was it this one? Nope, that's not the chart one. Which one's the chart? I can find it. I don't have too many. Why would anyone say I have too many fart sounds? I can't even get that. Like, just as a premise, you're saying there's too many? How many is too many? Like, is that too many? What if we, how about we clear the room? How about, here we go. Thank you, Mikey Two Milks, for the sticker. Oh. Uh-oh. You know why Melton's mad? I've long said that this bit was a clip from a garage featuring a bunny in a cage. Maybe had a little too much cabbage, you know? But it turns out this is Melton's last stand-up performance. I'll say this. Yes, I have a smaller channel. Yes, I entertain a smaller audience, and yes, you can even say I might be questionable on the realms of success. But I will also say this. I'm not running from Patrick Melton. I won't stand for it. I am right here. I ain't going nowhere. You can come to me, because I bet in a flat-out race, we're equal on stairs. And I challenge you to a sprint. I get my wheelchair. Skeezy Whitefish, are you not entertained? All right, back to Patrick talking about the fun, joys, and difficulties of flying. I'm sorry, that's not Patrick Melton. That's a great big fat lady with giant tits. You can understand my confusion.
Of course I can't put the tray table down. I'm plus size and on a plane. Of course I'm going to sit beside the smallest member of my family.
I'm plus size and on a plane. Of course I'm going to sit by the smallest member of my family. Of course I can't put the tray table down. Right. If you could put the fork down, we wouldn't have this problem. Of course I can't put the tray table down. That's why I need my food delivered in a trough that I can hang around my neck like a horse's feed bag, because I can't put the tray table down, but I also can't put down the brownies. Her glasses are the second ugliest thing about how she looks. Right, I understand that, you know what? Hey, I'm a horrible person. I'm an asshole. I'm fat. And I have things that I can work on to be less fat, and I need to do that. I too am Sir Jiggly Tits. All right? But let's be clear about one thing. Your weight doesn't make you wear those glasses. Your weight did not dictate this eyewear. Are the glasses supposed to make you vomit, or are they supposed to make us vomit? Because I feel like it's not helping you lose weight if I puke when I see your face. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, son. Nobody told him. He's got goldfish. That's like sitting next to a pit bull while you're bleeding. Don't. Oh, no, he's got goldfish. Oh, no, of course she sat next to him. He has snacks and he can't resist. Oh, the poor child. That's not fair.
I'm plus size and on a plane. Of course the armrest is digging into me.
Of course the armrest is digging into my hip. ma'am. The armrest is digging into your hip fat. Let's be clear. It's digging into your hip fat. Your hip is several layers below that. If we were talking about specifically your hip, the skeletal structure of your hip, you would probably have, and I'm being hopefully optimistic here, but you'd probably have, I'm going to say, about 1.5 inches, maybe even 2 of clearance. Clearance. Imagine whatever this is, and oh no.
I'm plus size and on a plane. Of course I have to shimmy down the aisle sideways.
Why are you having people? This is the other problem I have. These effing... I want to see these in real life. These effing real life TikToker ass. I'm plus size and on a plane. Of course I'm going to have this problem. Now back up and film me while my fat ass gets through here. I want to be on the plane and going, hey, can you stop making your horrible life decisions all our fucking problem and stop filming it for everyone else's amusement, bewilderment, and or sarcastic comment? Yes, I'm actually talking about me on that last one. Because, again, I don't know if you realize this or not, ma'am. This was an entirely avoidable situation. At the very least, you could have chosen to not fly on a plane. I'm tired of the I'm plus size and I'm on a plane. You should be grateful. You're plus size and you're on a plane.
I'm plus size and on a plane. Of course I need a seatbelt extender.
Of course I need the seatbelt extender. I'm plus size and on a plane, and just like the seatbelt extender, my lap band surgery didn't work. What the fuck is with the headphones? Is she autistic? A lot of people wear those headphones for like noise cancellation and things like that. Never mind, she legit looks like Andy Milonakis. I don't know. I might have to look into that. I actually like her glasses. I'm sure if they had mirrored lenses. The problem I have with that, I'm plus size and on a plane, like coming at it with this quasi-happy, quasi-angry, but critical, like you're dealing with the world not being okay with you or not being suited for you when you have exceeded normal boundaries. If she was like plus size, like her body was, if she was like Andre the Giant and chairs didn't fit for her because she was just physically bigger than everybody else, okay, fine. But she's plus size on a plane because she also doesn't think exercise is that important, diet is that important, or working on any of those. You don't get that big from doing absolutely nothing. You get that big from doing absolutely nothing and eating pretty much anything and everything all the time, everywhere. All right, so there we go. Ooh, do we want to see the comments? Comments. This could be bad. No, I don't want to reply. I want to see them. I want to see the replies. Oh, God, she should consider traveling by sea. That's a mean community note. What's the community note? What's the community note? I didn't see a community note. This woman strikes me as a Biden voter. All right, whatever. I don't even know. All right, so let's close that out. So the plus size lady, very not happy. Oh, God, Dr. Eric Siddell. If this is an actual doctor, that's hilarious. This is what the cargo hold is for. Just guessing, not a Trump voter. All right, the real Rodney, who cares if she voted for Trump or not? I don't care if she's a Trump voter or not. I care that she's acting like her life choices and things are somehow our problems and the world is a... Oh, God. I'm plus size on a plane. I make the pilot have to retrim the aircraft controls if I get out of my seat. Super Milk also commenting on it, saying, shimmying down a plane aisle is all the motivation someone could ever need to not be plus size. Plus size on a plane. Of course, I brought a fully cooked steak as a snack. New movie, Plus Size on a Plane. Right? Plus size on a plane is kind of nice. I've had it with these goddamn plus sizes on these goddamn planes. Plus size on a plane. I need my seat to be a shitter because by the time I can get out of my seat, I've shit my pants. Alrighty, so viral for describing what it's like to be plus sized on a plane. I'll say this, even if you weren't trying to be super obnoxious, the fact that you made that video being super obnoxious makes me have no sympathy for you. And the plus size on a plane thing. No sympathy for you. So let's see if anyone else... Hawk Freeman, I'm plus size on a plane. The plane never takes off. I'm too fat. Landers for the Milanakis thing. Thank you. That was very, very funny. Hawk Freeman, thank you. Thank you, everybody watching on Rumble, Twitch, Rumble, YouTube. Super awesome. Blind Trader saying, gotta run. Catch you all later. Hey, man, thank you for being up on the show. Thank you for helping us out with being here. Sound drops, subs, bits, it all helps. It keeps us afloat. And this little boat is a struggling. I ain't afraid to say it. It's scary. All right, so we have 30 minutes left in the program. We just got done with that. Do we want to do the marijuana thing is a video, and we have a video to end on, so we're going to do those three. We've got it. Yeah, yes, sir, says the Blind Trader. Well, again, thank you. We have... Thank you very much, Blind Trader, for sharding at us. That's appreciated. But just to be clear, the sound drops for channel points are for the audience to interact and engage. They are not. We do not get funded for them. We don't mind doing them. Call for an extension. Oh, Jesus, I'm looking at something I shouldn't be looking at right now. I need to clear this out and open these up to make sure we don't miss any notifications. Not that I think we have. I just make sure. Yep, don't think we have on there, and probably not on there either. Ooh.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Thank you.
Have some Bezos money.
Thank you very, very much. IF pounded it. Timestamped. I found it. Oh, found it. Timestamped. Okay, found it. Timestamped. And thank you, Harvey All, subscribing with Prime 14 months. We're going to go on Harvey All's thing for 14 months. Egg Picker, I had to watch way too much Melton for that. You know what? One moment, Egg Picker. We'll address your sacrifice in just a second. Harvey All, thank you for that subscription. 14 months with Prime. That helps us a lot. I really, really appreciate that. And cowbell for Harvey All. Hey-o. All right, and I'd like to take a moment to salute Egg Picker, because I believe he's about to supply us a link and a timestamp that we'll use in our overtime segment that we are now in to cover Melton covering me in a segment I call One Fat Tardo being discussed by another fat tardo who apparently is more successful but less talented than the first fat tardo. It's a long title. We're workshopping it, but let's hopefully check it out. I am excited, and if we don't get to do it, that's going to be sad. I didn't mention it at the time because I didn't want to cause drama. Dude, don't care. We're going to have fun. How can we cause drama? What, is Melton going to come after me? Is Melton's fans going to come troll my show? I'll take the views. And if he covered me live, then I'm technically getting even more coverage. What can he say? What can he or his audience say about me that let's cut straight to it. What can he or anyone in his audience say about me that hasn't been said by Corey Adam, members of our audience, Aaron Imholt, people who don't like me in the St. Cloud comedy scene, and literally members of my own family who don't like me? I struggle to think what he's got beyond all of those people. So I'm going to be honest. I tried to undersell it at the beginning here. Thirsty for that link. Alrighty, so we have a video caught on camera, also from Minnesota. When was this from? Authorities said this is Wednesday evening in Rochester, Minnesota. Oh, dear God. A hot air balloon crashed Wednesday evening in Rochester, Minnesota. I grew up there. The Federal Aviation Administration told CBS News in a statement that there were 3 people on board the balloon when it crashed at 6:50 p.m. local time. 2 people reported minor injuries. And it's on Sky News? Why can't we get this on Minnesota News? This shouldn't be. This was on Wednesday evening, and we've got this on Sky News. I am going to Control-C. I'm going to try and grab me a little bit here for this video, because if it's Minnesota, there's got to be a local coverage of this story, and I'm not going to use Sky News. G'day, mate. It turns out that a bunch of frozen northerners learned the hard way that air balloons don't work so well in the winter. That's not even a good Aussie impersonation. All we're really glad that you and Jared can come. All right, let's oh yeah, Control-V. Boom. Oh God, I can hear my daughter screaming. I'm gonna have to hang out with her. 17 uploaded 9 hours ago. Oh boy. 1 day ago. 1 day ago, not one. All right, 1 day ago. Let's who do we have with the time? 1:15. Let's see this one. Oh boy. Ooh. Ha. Nerd. Oh lordy. Oh boy. Oh no. So the explosion and the lines completely cut the basket, and it dropped like a sack of bricks. Oh no, the hot air balloon causes brush fire in Minnesota after colliding with power line. So we're coming in for a landing. We got it. We don't got it. Boom. So the basket's down right here. And then this thing goes off into the air. Oh, and the whole area starts a brush fire. Oh, no. Welcome to Minnesota. Hey, everybody. Anyone got any chocolate and marshmallows? Smoke them if you got them. We won't be able to tell if those are weed or not, because, problems. Once again, we can say, oh my God, global warming. Holy Jesus. Just boom. Fucking idiots. It was windy as shit and cold last week. This sounds like this was from this Wednesday. This Wednesday or last Wednesday. Neither one would be good. Let's see if here's a local story thing of it. Oh, this is Department of Transportation. This is, again, just the video. I really want to see if we have... Do we have any audio of, like, newscasters covering it? Nope, we're just watching the video, so that's not what we're looking for. A survey. Yeah, I don't need a survey. But maybe later. Thank you for your time. Okay, sorry. I'm on weekend time. I already meant this past week. Oh, my bad. I misunderstood you. accidents. All right, so let's clear that out. The hot air balloon situation started a fire. Oh boy. They hung up on the power lines. It was the same sparking going with them hanging from the power lines in the basket. Eventually the wire gave way and the basket, and they took a drop from the wire to the ground. Oh boy, here's the basket afterwards. Bam. Ouch. Somebody's dip cup's on the ground. Someone dropped a spitter. Someone dropped their spitter. Watch your step. Someone dropped their spitter. That's a Minnesota crime scene. All right, don't disturb the evidence. We got to figure out what's going on here. Watch your step. Someone dropped their spitter. All right, just watch your step. Someone dropped their spitter. Oh, shit, says Chrissy. What days do you host as opposed to Aaron in April, or is it just random? Yeah, I host with Aaron Monday and Tuesday pretty regularly. Can you post links on YouTube? Which links? You can't post links on YouTube. Oh, I'll tweet it to you. Do you have my Twitter? I'll give you my Twitter. I am, and we'll do it this way. I need to make this as a thing too. Let's go to my Twitter. I don't believe I have tweets because, again, I haven't been using this enough, and that is a me thing. And home, me, how can I get me as a thing? Johnny-krutches, here we go. This is one of the biggest inside tracks about me. I've had a Twitter since it started, never used the damn thing, even still to this day. Here is my Twitter, Control V. It's out of the bag. My Twitter is I'm on Twitter at Johnny_JK. You'll see a picture of my adorable mug. You'll see that very few people are following me, and I'm following even less people. You'll have a couple pieces of information about me, like I live in Minnesota, I was born on November 2nd, and I joined on June 11th of 2011. No, I joined on June of 2011. I don't know anything else other than that. But yes, that is the Twitter. And if you want to see it, bing, bang, boom, bam, there it is. So go ahead and follow that. Post that link to me. I want to rip on this. I don't even want to get in on, we're not doing the marijuana thing. I'm going to wait for that. I'm going to wait for that message. You might like the quartering. I don't care about those. Messages. Let's check the messages. Quadfather, November 12th. These have all been a while. All right. So let's hang in here, and hopefully get that. But before we do, I added you. Yep, I'll check that in a minute. While we let that filter in, the internet can take time. We have a little bit of things, we have a short little video, a short little ditty, and we'll do this quick, and then we'll move on to that. And oh boy, is the end of the show going to be, I am excited. You know what? The show's funding today is going to be like we got some funding. It's going to be, but the ending is oh so worth it. So let's go here and watch this. Here's a guy. Is this I'm guessing this is one of those like floating dock things. It must have a boat motor or something on it. Or they're on a river. I don't know what the premise is here, but this is called one of the classic internet videos. From the archives of the webs. If you've never seen it, here's why I don't like swimming in big open sources of water.
See if he can make it. Speed up, doggy! Speed up!
Come on! Come on!
You got it! You got it! Don't you got it!
He's gonna make it! I'm gonna make it! I'm gonna make it! I'm gonna make it. Is he gonna make it? I don't know. I've never seen it. Oh, he's running out of gas. He's running out of steam. Oh, and we never find out? We never find out? Did he make it onto the boat? We can't leave that hanging. No, we can't leave that. No. Happy to help. It's on your notifications. Be right back. I'm going to go look that up. Doggy paddle. I love his friends like, you think he's going to make it? Or are we going to watch Todd drown himself? I don't know, but let's find out. I'm not helping.
See if he can make it.
Are they saying to speed up the barge or him?
You got it. Don't yell. You got it. You almost there. Keep going. Paddle.
Who are we telling to speed it up?
Almost there.
All right. Well, at any rate, last known footage. All right. I am excited for this. Let's notifications. It's in the notifications. Let's go to the notifications. Okay. March 11th of 2024. All right. I'm going to grab this and click it.
Crutches, I can't.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm going to be honest about two things right now off the jump, and I am going to need, you know what? I'm going to need a real piece for this. And I got to apologize right now. I look like shit. I hope Melton gets at this and gets a chance to look at it, because I want to start out by saying, before I open my mouth about him at all, I look like shit. Like today, I haven't slept. Look at the bags under the eyes. Look at the fucking scar. Look at the old, ooh, is it an assassin or did he change his religion? Right there in the middle of the old schnoz. Now, let us go top 10 best friends. Let me leave his in the middle of the lake. Yes, let me leave his corpse in the middle of the lake. Fuck him. He tried. Oh, why? Yeah, he tried to doggy paddle. He tried to make it. He didn't succeed. But, yeah, so I have, I again look like shit, so you should be able to pick on that pretty easily. I'm a fucking broadside of a barn. That being said, I've never watched Melton's show. I've never, ever watched Melton's show. I've always seen clips of Melton on other shows, clips of him and people talking about his behavior, and I've gone off of the things I've seen on other shows. I've never seen Melton in his element, if you will. And I'm going to go ahead and say right now, as someone who has a remarkably meh background, dude, as someone who is not easy to look at, holy fuck. I mean, the audacity to criticize me, man. You don't have a genetic or, so far as I know, a systemic or neurological condition. You just look like that because of life choices. And I have arguably a lazy setup with my background and everything else in the green screen. This looks like absolute dog shit. I can't. So you have, is that your logo? Is this hair thing your logo? Kind of feel like you stole mine.
Cannot find. There's BYB. You can't find johnny-krutches' channel. Anybody know what his channel is?
Oh, that's right. Anybody know what his channel? Because again, repeatedly saying that my channel is Just Kidding LLC on all three platforms all the time. You can't find out what his channel is. You know what you should do? You should shout it louder. Can anyone find out what his channel is? Okay, go.
Because you can't find it.
Right. It's maybe one of the reasons why my channel is so small right now. Either way, so you can't find my channel. Okay. What is the point? Have I somehow said that I'm more successful than you? Because so far as I know, I've never made that claim. Because again, I don't believe that I am in terms of just like streaming wise. But I do tend to do more comedy and probably funnier. And I am on the Steel Toe Show all the time, something that also bothers you. Go ahead.
Cannot find it. Like, I really... Oh, Johnny's on Twitch.
Johnny's on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube. I love how you can find me on one, but you can't figure out that the channel Just Kidding LLC on Twitch might not, again, Just Kidding LLC on YouTube. I don't go on to... Aaron doesn't go on to shows as, hi, I'm Steel Toe. Hi, welcome to this show. Our guest today is Steel Toe. Hi, I'm Steel Toe Morning Show. No. Aaron Imholt hosts the Steel Toe Morning Show. Johnny hosts the Game Over podcast. And if you get confused between Just Kidding LLC and the Game Over podcast, I take that as my problem and my fault. But you, again, are too lazy to find... Oh, he's on Twitch.
What the fuck are these idiots doing?
What the fuck are these idiots doing? I'm doing a show out of my basement for fun. There's no rules to this. What the are these idiots doing? A fucking show. What are these idiots doing? I can't easily find them to make fun of them for content. You know what you could have done, Patrick? And I realize this means actually like pre-gaming. But if as opposed to brunch or lunch or third lunch or whatever you hobbits eat at the time of day before your show, you could prep like I do. You could look for video clips. You could put... I don't mean to brag. It ain't hard to see. I don't do a lot of work for this. Right? I don't, because it takes a lot out of me with my whole condition and everything, and I still put together a show for 3.5 hours and do that. You couldn't be bothered to find a link of me to use in this time that you just decided I'm going to complain about Johnny? I'm deciding to complain about this because they put the frickin' thing in here, and I'm not even complaining about it. I'm criticizing it. All right. Enough. I've been talking too much. I've got to get to the part where he actually watches me.
Twitch. Johnny-krutches. Imagine watching Twitch.
I see him, dude. I see him.
Imagine watching Twitch. Right. It's only the second biggest streaming platform next to YouTube. Imagine watching Twitch. Imagine having a show that's available on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube, so that way the viewers can... Why would anyone want to watch Twitch? God, I wish the duty emote was aimable right now. Why would anyone want to watch Twitch? You might want to skip forward a bit. His chat matches his intellect.
Here comes a train, a busy little train, rushing up and down on the daisy line. Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies, everyone's aboard on the 809. Here comes a train, and here comes driver's head too. Wahey! Here it comes, here it comes, here comes a train to stay. Here comes a train!
Okay,
Cheer
so
100 when in Rome.
thank you so much, mediocre personality. Hype train, 31%. Go nuts specifically with the stickers. And remember, some of them, if they have a bullseye, are aimable. Feel free. And again, I'd like to point out, who was it that made that beautiful point? Egg Picker, you need to skip forward a bit. His chat matches his intellect in trying to find you. Right. So I hope he gets back to me criticizing me. Because again, no matter what criticism you can lobby against me, smaller audience, sure. Less successful show, absolutely. Harder to find, you certainly fucking proved it. But I at least have an audience smart enough to find you for a clip that we can play. And
Cheer 101.
You still haven't figured out 3 fucking channels. It's not hard.
I want to help.
No results for Johnny-krutches on Twitch.
See, Melton, let's do an experiment here. I don't pay attention to you very much, and I should hope. Thank you for that, by the way. Either way. I don't know if you pay attention to me very much. It seems like you do. or at least more than I do you, which I'm humbled. I didn't think I deserved it. Again, smaller show, but I get it. I'm friends with a guy that you hate, so it's like, hey, let's pick on the easy crippled person. I get it. This is fun. All right. So as I was saying, if I wanted to look up you, I would look up, and I didn't want to look for the clip, but let's just say I wanted to look up Patrick Melton. Well, then let's go to here. Let's go to YouTube, and let's type in. I know Patrick Melton does a show called Nobody Likes Onions. Nobody likes onions. Nobody likes onions. Nobody likes onions. Okay, so it is a really shitty logo. So there's Nobody Likes Onions. It's a channel, blah, blah, blah. And you can say he's easier to find. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Let's type in, again, johnny-krutches, Just Kidding LLC. Just Kidding LLC. Johnny K. Just Kidding LLC, and I put a backslash in it. And it's the first one. All right, let's see what happens if you're tarded enough and you go the Game Over podcast. The Game Over podcast. Now, if you did the Game Over podcast and had trouble finding me, I would understand. These things are branded that way. The reason, and I hate to have to explain this, the reason we're branded as Just Kidding LLC is because when all this got set up, I was also doing DJ gigs and comedy gigs. I was doing so many things that calling myself the Game Over podcast everywhere I went did not make sense. And I can understand if that's your confusion. But let's go back. All right, let's go back to this. Boop. Okay.
Which?
All right, let's... Okay.
Anybody else? Anybody else have an...
Anybody else? Hey, guys, I want to rip on a person, but I don't know where they are. Can you find them for me? Can you guys do my show? Like, my prep? Please? All right, he's going to look at this, and I'm going to say, if you cannot rip the fuck out of this horrible intro that I still have on the site to this day. This is from back before the egg chair got a major foam change out, which it's probably due for another one. This is back when I was still using the alien dildo mic holder. This is when the chair didn't have a green. Again, if you can't rip on this, go.
Just Kidding LLC.
Oh, he's not going to watch that.
3 days ago. Is this it?
Can you believe that he does a show 3 days ago? Recent broadcast, State of Madness. All right, so is this it? Yeah.
Wow. So he is right. He got 184 views Friday. That's way more than he ever gets for anything.
Way more than he ever gets for anything. We're looking at the recent broadcast page of just, again, the Twitch. 184, 134, 126, 140. All right, buddy, let's play a game. Let's play a game. Really, really quick. Hey, let's do this one. Boop, here's the channel that I'm doing live at the moment. Actually, you know what? Let's go here. Let's go back. And again, Johnny K, just kidding, 363 subscribers. Again, very, very small videos. Let's go videos. And so 50 here, 39, 43, 67. And let's go videos latest. Okay, so no. Let's go live. That's it. We have to do live. Okay, 8 watching. 88, 93, 106, 120, 34, 87, 94. So you say about 100 here. You say about 150 there. Let's go to America. Let's go to this. And let's go to my channels or my content. My content. Okay. 38, 3 hours ago. Raw views, 125. Okay, let's unique views, 75. Okay, 125, 211, 200. Okay, so let's go with your math. So you take about 200. Holy shit, really? 200? 212? 402? 287, 251, 284. I did not fucking Rumble. I love you. Okay, so we're talking what? 200 views from and I'm going to use a calculator because I'm tarded. And let's go. 200 views average from Rumble on a stream. That one he was saying 138. Let's knock it down to just plus 115 from Twitch. Plus again, we're going to go 100 from YouTube because there's 90 to a... Actually, let's drop it even for... Let's go 95 from YouTube. 95 from YouTube. And again, never said I was a big deal or a big channel. That equals 410 views. What's wrong with that? And Egg Picker, I'd like to know, Egg Picker bringing up a good point. Compare Melton's numbers to before he started covering Steel Toe. What are Melton's numbers without Steel Toe? Are they near 410? Let's go look at that. Let's go look at that. And then we're going to have to get back to this and get out because it's getting late and I don't want to go through this too much longer. But let's go look at that. What is Melton's numbers without Steel Toe, Mr.? Because I do a show on my own. He's criticizing my show. He can say whatever he wants to about it when we go back. But my show wasn't talking about other people's shows and obsessing about one person and other people's shows. My show was about talking about news and doing a show and having fun with my audience, doing things I like to do. Nobody. Oh, let's look up Patrick Melton. Let's just look up Patrick Melton. So Patrick Melton at PMelt has 3.24 subscribers. Hi, name I'm Patrick. I'm a Los Angeles comedian. No, you're not. You're not a Los Angeles comedian. 2 years ago, clips. No, I want videos or live. Videos latest. 9 months ago, we have fun sneak peek. All right. So he has a channel dedicated 1 year, 11 months, 96, 631. So he's doing, all right, credit to him in there on his comedian podcast. All right, genius. What is it with you people? Genius. NobodyLikesOnions.com and 3 more links. I don't want NobodyLikesOnions.com. I want Nobody Likes Onions. So, hey, like I said, let's go back to the videos thing. 9 months ago, he's bagging 631 views. That's more than what I get by 200 and whatever for his comedy stuff. Okay, let's go to his show and go. Nobody Likes Onions. And let's go to the show. Can we see a video?
And if you missed it yesterday, we were watching, last night we were watching.
All right. 1 month ago, 6,391 views. On today, April and Aaron Imholt took to the airwaves of YouTube and Rumble to do their pathetic evening show. I have bad news for you, Patrick. No matter how good you are, if you doing a show just about other people doing a show, you don't have fans and you don't have a show. Oh my God. Top community clips. Oh, wow. Do we have anything of him doing anything that isn't making fun of David Sarkas's gross home from 2 weeks ago? That's 2.2K clips. Okay. Living super poor while scamming. Addicted to profits, lives super poor while scamming. Okay. I stand corrected. We've got that. That's got 2.2K views. Let's go before anyone knew who he was and he wasn't doing. Oldest. Let's go oldest. 14 years ago, 3.8. You know what? You gotta give him this. He's got a lot of views on all his shit. 4.1K views to 13 years ago. 12 years ago. 12 years ago. 11. 12. Burning Babies. Nobody Likes Onions. All right, so we've started dropping down. 365, 758. Oh, boy. 142, 560, 177, 370. Okay, so we went down. But we got back up for one. But then we went way down. 218, way down. This is still 12 years ago. So, yeah, you had a big peak. You went way down and you built yourself back up. All right. But you used steel toe to do it, and now I'm in the crosshairs. I'm honored. Super awesome. So we've got I'm not making enough views. We've got his audience unable to find us on Twitch. What else do we have?
Just 1 second. This is not intended for all audiences.
Right. It's not intended for all audiences, Patrick. I say, I don't know, inappropriate words and things. I don't want a kid walking in here. Okay. 12 years ago, he was going after Red Bar. Right. My point is that 12 years ago, he had a peak and then a huge drop in his Nobody Likes Onions show. I'm not going to keep whoa, forgot where that was. I'm not going to keep loading the page to find out, yeah, he had a huge drop forever.
It is rolling.
Okay. Okay. It is rolling. Okay. Yeah. You cut to the middle of a show and go, it is rolling. The person who went, I don't know. I can't find this channel to make fun of them. I didn't cut to a random part.
I'm officially interested. Color me curious. Normally, I don't do this.
Cheer 1004 more years.
Here comes a train, a busy little train, rushing up and down on the daisy line. Mummy's.
I'm wearing the same hoodie 2 weeks in a row. Woo! By the way, Melton, it is rolling. You haven't made one comment thus far. You haven't talked about my appearance maybe looking like shit, like I could spend more time looking a little bit more presentable. You haven't said anything about smoking weed or paraphernalia. You haven't mentioned the childlike Deadpool figure on the microphone. You have not pointed out or picked on one thing. What are you doing? How, I get it, I suck. I'm horrible. But why are people watching this?
Dear Boo One Hype Train, Dear Boo
You
One
didn't
Hype
even
Train,
make fun of the stupid train blowing thing? So wait a minute, am I wrong? Does he just play clips of other people's shows and he doesn't even criticize? Jesus Christ. No offense, I gave that the whole Hype Train intro. The Hype Train intro is like 40 goddamn seconds long. He was, it is rolling. And then you again have not criticized or commented on anything about this. Why are you even talking about me? In fact, actually, why are you doing a show? You're not talking. You're playing other people's clips. And my show isn't even one worth ripping on. And I'm literally bored. Thank you, Egg Picker, for this. I'm 10 minutes over my overtime, and I'm bored with Patrick Melton covering me. So I'm sure he had thick burns whenever he got around to doing them. But whatever. I'm going to go hang out with my daughter, have a good time, and, just kind of be a dad. I will also probably something that he'll never. Johnny's not going to be alive in a year. Patrick's never going to be a father. Have to find it first. Anyways, so I am going to get out of here. We've been Johnny. Johnny looks a little high or drunk in this clip. Cheeseburger Pie, Johnny always looks a little drunk or high because Johnny's usually a little high. The drunk part, no. I'll be honest to a scary degree. The drunk part is is just what it is. There's no alcohol involved, though. So at any rate, the drunk part is what it is. We're going to get going. We've had a great time. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. We're going to be back tomorrow. Nope, fuck me. We're going to be back Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to go until I can't stand Aaron and April, says Jib and Jive. Yeah, that's fine. You can totally not. Like, I get bored and sick of Aaron and April. But I don't do a show playing clips of Aaron and April. In fact, every time I play a clip of Aaron, the audience comes to me and says, look what this person did. And then I laugh at him. My boss, my coworker, we zabrudered his, in that video you were watching, we zabrudered his mic, or his spilly, his Yeti spill. Oh. At any rate, love the show, Johnny, but have a great night. Milton is a onion, and nobody likes him. Thank you, Mr. Q. Apparently, like, people lost out on it, which is fine. We're ending up the end of the show on that. But yes, have a good weekend. We'll see you Sunday. We'll be back Monday. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. Patrick Melton is officially somehow sadder than me. That is an accomplishment. Till next time.
Game over. Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking! How did you do fucking fuck? Fuck! Game over, man. Game over.
I've tasted a lot of semen.
I pray to the highest heavens, Lord, please do not let this country get any purple goats and never be again.
Cause the pussy ain't shit.